Gots, we already heard from you on the panel, but now getting into the action, you said, well, overall you prefer BetBoom's draft?
Yeah, I have to agree with that guy Lacoste on the panel. I think he had really good points overall. He's it was the shining star of that panel, so this guy's pretty smart, so I have to agree with him on all the points. And I'll also have to add that this type of a lineup from BetBoom team does give you really good snowball, because you have Puck. This is something that we talked about, that they didn't ban it in the last stage. They decided to go with different bans, but with Wyvern, this is one of Kataomi's classic. This guy plays it really well. And you also have Alchemist. I'm really wondering if they're going to be able to contest Alchemist early on, and we already see BetBoom team playing very aggressive in this bottom lane.
So Chimera got a good pushback with a dead shot. So yeah, level 1. Difficult to get the kill potential. We'll see level 2, I'm sure. Both teams are going to be pretty close to getting kills down here. Could be a pretty action-packed lane. Look at it. So I think what you were mentioning as well on the panel, this Puck comes through. A little bit of a surprise what the Chimera didn't come in with a ban earlier on this one.
Yeah, it can be very difficult. They do have save potential, and they also have a bit of a turnaround potential, because they can drop these circles. They have Enigma with the black hole. They have silence. Sure. They have dead shot. So a little bit of a protection, but sometimes it is a bit more difficult to play into this matchup.
Top lane.
2000.
The save is going to try and dive in, get the vision for the soul assumption. They'll get first blood off the back of that. Miro to claim it.
So something to point out is that Vizarizzi, he was the one always playing with the death toll facet. That facet has been nerfed 3 times in a row. The Hawk.
He's in trouble. Pure got a lovely little wrap around there from the trees, cooking up the concoction. Already getting kills in both of the side lanes here, BetBoom. Nice and early in the first couple of minutes.
So, yeah, to go back to my point about Visage, he did go for... I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Is that even a word?
I think it's Sepulchre.
What does that mean? That's made up.
To be fair, I didn't think that was even spelled like that. I'm gonna do a quick...
It's probably a mistake.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
They make them sometimes at Valve, you know.
They focused on the gameplay. They focused on the new map.
A small room or monument?
I thought it was a French word, sepulchre. It sounds French. It probably is, and...
It was to lay or to bury. So it's probably to bury in this context, right? Because what does it do?
It doesn't bury anything. So Grave Chill becomes AoE, and it got buffed in the recent patch, so 50 extra AoE. Usually this has been used when the facets were first introduced as a counter to Phantom Lancer, because it did work against all of the illusions, so the Vizarizzi was like really fast. But I don't see it being super good here, and Miro.
Again, like these soul assumptions, the damage adding up, and the fact that this lane, already 2 deaths for TA2000. He's only got 6 last hits, 3 minutes in. That's rough.
It really is. The snowball effect that we did mention, it's already showing.
Now bottom lane, Pure and Kataomi, they're incredibly low. Sort of teasing Chimera to go in on the aggressive under the tower. They won't, they'll hold back. But living on the edge, as Chimera, they do have a salve ready for 1J, so he'll be able to heal up, and I wasn't salve, so it's the clarity, but he does manage to get the control of the Lotus.
This is going to be probably the fastest Vlad's ever on Miro, because this is what he's going for, so that's going to be extra damage for him, extra body damage that he's going to be getting from Bodyguard, and they're not stopping. Io can't really sustain through this aggression.
Yeah, it's just going to be another kill. This lane is having an absolutely disastrous outcome for Chimera. I mean, to the point where... How early is the TAG have to just start looking at the jungle creeps? Because coming to this lane just seems to be guaranteed death.
You can't jungle level 2 on Templar Assassin. She shows up in the lane. It's going to need to be 1J who makes the move and try to make this lane playable for them, because right now it's going to be super difficult. Yeah. They also have Blood Grenade. It's level 3 on Marcy right now, so if he shows up one more time, he's just straight up dead. Never mind, TA2000, jungle. I mean, we saw jungle Venomancer from level 1. Why can't you jungle as TA at level 2?
On mid lane, they tried to get the kill attempt onto GPK, but he's able to get away from the silence. Well, I mean, yeah, he's going to scramble back towards the lane, but yeah, good luck. This lane has proven to be incredibly deadly. I feel like we just got to keep our eyes on him, because as soon as any sort of connection comes in from the save, they will dive the tower for tier 2000.
They definitely will. And they need to bring an extra hero. Right now, 1J, he doesn't have that much mana to work with. Does have Healing Lotus. He's trying to make a move onto GPK, who's only level 5. Lorinov has slightly less experience than him, which means that GPK is going to be getting that level 6 faster. They even try to glyph.
Oh, they're going to dive this, I think. They got the Grave Chill slow. They're in with the rebound. They get the Dispose back. Is there going to be any help for TA 2000? I don't think so. I think he's just dead again.
What do you think 2000 means? TA 2000 deaths in this game? Because the way they're playing right now, it might be. We might reach that point.
I mean, this is because this was the last pick hero as well. The hero you coming with the last pick, he's having a dreadful time.
We've seen 14-minute GG from BetBoom.
Yeah,
now they want to win in less than 14 minutes, it seems, at the speed that they're playing right now. 1J.
No, they're definitely going the right way about it. That TP out, not going to work. Concoctions at the ready. Panto. Okay, he's going to be fine. They're finally getting a bit of backup on this top side of the map. Lorinov swings across and make sure that they get save at least, so something. But yeah, tier 2000. I think now, at least he's hit the level 3. Now he's kind of clear to start jungling, as slow as it may be.
Does have side blades available.
Yeah.
That's going to make it easier. You definitely needed to have that level 3 so you can have that Meld Strike with the Void Blades facet. No, this is just, of course, going to give completely free lane for Mira. As you say, one of the faster Vlads I'm sure we've seen. And he's also maxing out Grave Chill, so that's the new tech. He's always been Visage player. We saw Visage being very popular when Dead Toll was first introduced. People were going for the First Bloods and also constant pressure, something that 33 also loved to do on the hero, where he's paired up with the melee position 4 with some Tiny, with some Tusk as well. 1J.
Oh, they're gonna get him. BetBoom making the moves. I mean, Chimera, their only strength right now is Lorinov. Lorinov had a good time in the mid of the storm. He's going to have to do a lot of heavy carrying from that position. They do have the good combo, though. They got the Storm Aya. You know, it might sort of go similar way as the other day when we had Panto on the Aya, where he kind of started off, obviously, laning with the carry with tier 2000, but for the most of the game,
yes,
he'll almost, I mean, definitely this time around with how the start's gone, he'll be looking to consistently play around with the Storm.
He needs to play with the strongest hero right now, and that's definitely not your level 4 Templar Assassin who's been in the jungle. So right now, they're trying to make some kind of a move, trying to backstab, but BetBoom, they are aware of it. They're going to scan things out. The scan's going to connect for a second. Also, problem is they don't have that much control against Puck. It needs to be 1J setting up that dead shot, setting up the calling after Storm zips in. Not the easiest thing to execute. Mira is level 6.
I mean, GPK can just go for the coil. They have the setup, Mira and Save bringing the damage. Not a chance for Lorinov. It's an easy play. And they could do this every time, really. Every time Dream calls up, they just walk over, get the kill. At the same time, down on the bottom lane, Katom is able to chase down Dahak, keep these kills rolling in for BetBoom. 9-1. Chimera, what are they able to do? As I say, in previous series, we have seen them turn around a tough start, but this is definitely going to be one of the toughest ones they've been through.
Most definitely. Problem is 1J is very low level. This thing is Immorta as a position 4, you don't really need that level 6. It's not as impactful as some other position 4s. But you would definitely love to have it. Your Templar Assassin, you know that this hero is not going to be active by any means in the early stages of the game. And right now, they are using Sidekick or Bodyguard on the birds, plus Vlad, so that's going to be quite a lot of damage coming out from Familiars.
All right, we're going to see Chimera try for a play. They got the smoke out here with the two of them. They have the black hole. But whether he can find a position to get it off, it's going to be difficult. It's just going to have to be sort of walking in towards them. But Pure's pretty deep on his side of the map. Panto's headed over as well. So they've got kind of the 4 heroes around it, Chimera. Now, Lorinov feels show on the wave, and it looks like Dahak doesn't want to waste any more time trying to find something. This has hit the jungle. Doesn't mean the space is going to be there for BetBoom to, well, looks like take this tier 1 tower. So getting 2 very early towers here taken away from Chimera with the pressure of Miro. They're starting to lose the map.
They can't fight into this. There's way too much damage, way too much sustain. And I also want to see what the itemization from Lorinov is going to be, because he did opt to go for something different. He did get Arcane Boots playing with Io. Sometimes you're going to see that so that he's going to be getting that extra mana. So most of the time you can expect Panto to be paired up with him. Problem is, it also sets up for Winter's Curse, and it also sets up for two-man coil, because you know that they're going to be playing together. They had a good read. What's going to happen? We'll manage to fall back with no casualties.
Yeah, 1J trying to find some farm, and on the other side of the map, spot that he feels that they won't come looking for him in. Creep Wave, though, is still pushing in against Chimera, so BetBoom. I'll be able to clean up the final tier 1 tower. The gold lead continues to grow. Chimera just trying to find at least their first major items here on their cores. We'll see what BetBoom wants to go for now. They're taking the early objectives. We'll see what the next move is going to be if they want to really get into the faces of Chimera and start making moves onto Chimera's half of the map.
15 minutes is the big timing in this patch. This is where you're going to be killing Tormentor. But I could also see them maybe even taking the fight before, because with all the sustain, with Bodyguard Vlads, they have more than enough regen and also more than enough damage to take down Roshan. So that could possibly also happen. Enigma, level 7, the Hawk, he does have Vlads of his own. Will continue to farm up. Problem is with Enigma and Templar Assassin both being in the jungle, not both of them can get the same amount of farm. Somebody will need to play the game, because if you're all going to be jungling, that also means that BetBoom's going to be controlling the map. It's very difficult for them to make the move, because a lot of the times you would see Io plus Storm making the relocate play, but somebody needs to set it up, and it's definitely not going to be Enigma. It's not your TA, and it's also not your Moreta position 4, who's severely underleveled.
Pure. There's farm soon to start skyrocketing as the Radiance is very, very close. See in the mid, jump forward here from Lorinov. Gets caught by the silence into the Dream Coil. They just lock him down.
Oh, they found him. They know that relocate's coming.
He tried to make that jump there. Did manage to pick up the regen rune, at least in the bottle, but cost him his life. And as you say, almost certainly Pantos as well. There's BetBoom. A couple more kills for them. Chimera continue to struggle.
Oh, and it's one of those situations where you don't get to play Dota. Like, you need to slow the game down. Problem is, you really don't have the heroes that can slow it. Your heroes are easily punishable, countered by what they have. Alchemist, about to finish off his Radiance, needs another 200 gold. I also don't see them contesting Tormentor, so that's going to be extra 3,000 gold in the pockets of BetBoom, because they're definitely not fight ready. TA 2000, Blightstone, Blade of Alacrity. These are his items. So it doesn't have much to work with. Maybe if they had Blink Dagger on Enigma, they could have taken that fight, but he also got killed multiple times, sitting at 0-2 and 0 right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dahak, it's going to take about 1,400 gold until he has his Blink. So indeed, feeling the necessity to go for it straight up after the Vlads, because someone's got to be able to make the play when the time comes for it. Bottom. Look at the zipping onto Katomi. They'll catch him in the silence. Good control. It's enough to take him out before he can react with any spells. The silence is continuing. So they get themselves a kill, Chimera. That's something.
Any kind of kill they can get feels good for them.
Yeah.
But as we said, it needs to be Lorinov paired up with Panto, and they need to bring in Muerta while the others are farming and trying to get their own items.
Dream Coil back up for GPK. Can definitely look for setup if he has a +1 around. I've just seen so many times. At the moment, it could even just be something like save as the support. We'll have enough damage with the Unleashed to kill most of Chimera's heroes that get caught by Dream Coil.
They definitely don't lack damage. You have Bodyguard, you have Vlads on your Visage. Also to point out, Miero did go for Heaven's Halberd from the offlane, knowing that he's playing into basically 2 range cores. Enigma doesn't deal damage with the right clicks, but it's such a good item. This is one of those games where Miero might just end the game with 0 deaths.
Yeah, he's had such a good start. That whole lane setup, the Marcy and Visage just looked to be perfect. And not a whole lot they could do against it. The TAIO completely crumbling against that pressure. I see them heading out. Maybe they want to try and go for some action here, Lorinov and Panto. They want to try and make the move. Maybe see if they can go for Miro, but it's a tough kill to get. They'll take away some of the stacks that were started to be created by BetBoom. BetBoom, rest them in position to take this 15-minute Tormentor.
Yeah, as we expected, they're not going to try to contest it. It is way too much. Save is going to be picking up that shard, so increased damage on rebound, and you can also cast it on enemies, so that's a really good upgrade overall. Whenever you're chasing the hero, if you're not paired up with anyone, you can still get that damage in, get that stun.
Yeah, for sure, especially against an IO lineup. Always highly likely that there's a couple of them next to each other, so something to bounce upon. And GPK, they'll drop the black hole for this straight away. Absolutely worth it there. No hesitation for Dahak. Lorinov seeing if he could even find something more out of it. But yeah, GPK just sort of walking past them and caught completely by surprise.
There was that observer ward in the triangle that did reveal GPK, which did allow Stormspeeder to get the jump. The Hawk, I believe he's bringing in his Blink Dagger on the courier. Yeah, it's coming, even though he just used that ulti. But big kill, and they also managed to kill the tower, so slowing things down a little bit.
They are. No, they really are. I mean, honestly, considering how rough that top lane went, the fact that it's never got worse than a 6k gold lead, I mean, this is the Chimera we've seen before. They know how to sort of scrape themselves out of a bad spot. And yeah, that bad spot that they really were in. But TA2000, he's getting the space. I mean, at the moment, with his farming, he's actually higher level than Pure's Alchemist. You know, level 12 on the TA. Sure, you know, the gold difference is decent, but at the end of the day, 16 minutes in, being 1,500 behind a free farm Alchemist, this is not terrible progress from the TA.
Definitely not, but they also haven't been really stacking for Alchemist. Pure right now is stacking for himself in the outer ring. These are not, because the map has changed, so you have access to medium and the big camp, rather than having the access to ancient camp.
You were doing very well.
There's like, I don't have enough gold, I have to pause, check what the changes were in the patch.
Yep.
I should have been higher level and have more gold right now. 17 minutes in, Radiant's Blink Dagger. I think in the previous patch, he would have more farm, considering how the map looked like with the camps and everything. Because this is the Alchemist that they killed 3 towers, they killed Tormentor, so he got that extra gold, and also didn't die a single time.
Chimera, I think they're making a good job out of this, considering that both of their side lanes did not go well. Now, BetBoom, they were able to take these early tier 1s. They did get the Tormentor. Still sort of eyes fall onto them to see what they do next with this little bit of a lead, because this little bit of a lead has stopped growing.
I want to see them either smoke or force a Roche fight, knowing that there is no black hole, and without the black hole, they can't really take a team fight. Roshan right now is on Dire's side, so it's very close to where BetBoom is right now. They have 2 points in Bodyguard. Miero, with that, Vlad's finished. Because they are having some big items as well coming up. There is Puck Blink Dagger that just got delivered, and also Miero is about to finish off his pipe. So that's going to be most of the damage mitigation against Muerta and mostly Storm Spirit.
Yeah, talking about Storm, we see Lorinov his second item. He is just going to go for the BKB. Do you think that is necessary this game?
Definitely needs it against Puck. Needs to have some kind of protection of his own. It needs to be that, because you have Enigma who wants to wait. Both of your position 4 and 5 are going to keep the distance, so somebody needs to run in, and if he jumps without a BKB, he's straight up going to die.
Things continue to play out pretty slowly here from BetBoom. They did smoke on Pure and Kataomi. Maybe seeing if they can get a catch down on the bottom side of the map, but Chimera keeping out of harm's way and keeping that farm going pretty well. BetBoom, what's the next move? They've got the ultimates. Dream Coil, Curse, it's all there. See what they can find down here. They're looking for Lorinov. They get the Dream Coil set up. They're in with the jump. Can they burst through it before he's taken away? They can. Yeah,
that was
easily
just
enough
in
damage.
time.
Yeah, Panto tried to get him out.
This is one of the most fun things to do in Dota when you know that West is coming back and there is no Pudge on the other side to hook him out.
Yeah, no way for Panto to live, so BetBoom back online with getting these kills. At the same time in the mid, Miro was trying to see if he could get the chase down onto Chimera, but blink outs there from TO2000. They can start looking at trying to pressure these two towers now. BetBoom off the back of those kills if they want to. I'll take over this high ground ancient area of Chimera and keep this pressure going. The rest of Chimera not interested in turning up. TO2000 in particular really needs that Desto. Once he's got the Desto with the Blink Dragonlance Desto for the trifecta of items, then they could look to fight around a good black hole from Dahak.
They definitely can. It's going to be, if the Hawk gets 3-man or like 2-3-man black hole, they might win a fight, but if he doesn't, if he's going to be the one getting jumped, Chimera, they just don't have enough. They don't have the team fight, they don't have the control.
Bounty.
There we go. Smoke up here from 1J and Dahak. They're going to see maybe if they can do something with the Blink black hole.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Even if they get a kill, because they're smoking on the Radiant side of the map, if they get a kill here and they use Black Hole, Kataomi is going to be in a good position for the curse.
Oh, it's the lovely curse. Catches onto the 4 of them, and not enough to kill Dahak straight away, but he will still die at the end of it. Pure moves forward. They're ready to try and clean up more. As Chimera, they've got to bail out of this one. Panto is going to be ready to take out 1J. They know that Panto is going to be coming back right in the middle of the pit.
Perfect positioning there from Kataomi. Gets the curse, gets it on the perfect target as well. Enigma dies off immediately. Panto's coming back for the 3rd time, and that's going to be his 3rd death.
Yeah, it was a risky sort of way for Chimera to try and enter into BetBoom's half of the map. They sort of play for the chance that someone wasn't there waiting, but as you say, yeah, Kataomi more than ready for that move.
Bottom tower
At the least for Chimera. The rest of the team not getting dragged into it. TO2000 pretty much has the goal to get the Desolator finished now. And Lorinov should have the BKB for the next fight. And on the plus side, there was no panic in like throwing out the black hole in his final moments, so they do still have the black hole play to look for when TO2000 has his Desto online.
This was the point that I was trying to make, because they smoked on the Radiant side of the map, more to the west, where even if they got the kill, I don't know if they have enough time to go to Roshan and kill it, and then your black hole would be on cooldown. So this is something that BetBoom is going to explode throughout the whole game. If the black hole is down, or if Enigma is dead, they can take control of the map. Pure is playing very aggressive right now.
Now, the rest of his team are going to head into the Roshan BetBoom. They can't really... I mean, they do have relocate up in a few seconds, but this Rosh is going down pretty fast, and doesn't look like Chimera have any interest in taking this fight. So BetBoom, they're going to get the chance to play with the Aegis. Almost certainly mean that these tier 2s are going to be on the horizon for BetBoom, but that could set up for Chimera to get some sort of team fight set up in response.
They're so black hole dependent in this game.
They are.
There is a BKB now available on Lorinov. You did mention that Templar Assassin is high level, TA 2000, level 17, compared to Storm Spirit, who's level 13. This is what happens when you get tethered up to IO. You're not getting the kills, so most of the XP is going to be shared.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Miro,
attack.
going to be the one sieging this tier 2 tower bottom. The rest of the team trying to make something happen. The Hawk, no Blink Dagger on him.
Dire's bottom tower
He's going to get coiled. GPK finds him in the tree line. He's going to use the black hole. He really wants to kill off Save, but he's not going to get it. The Cold Embrace coming through from Kataomi, stopping the damage from the Eidolons coming in onto Save. So, an unfortunate one there from Dahak. Uses the black hole to no avail.
Oh, this is the beginning of the end, I feel like. They just used the black hole. You don't have it for 2.5, almost full 3 minutes, and the BetBoom can pretty much do whatever they want. Miro is pushing out the bottom lane, so no one can be there because this hero is pretty much unkillable. His game did slow down. He has been sitting on those 5 kills ever since like minute 12, 13. About to finish off Shiva's guard, a recipe away, so needs another 2,000 gold, but overall, it feels like BetBoom, they're in full control of this game.
Yeah, they're almost certainly going to be able to take the remaining tier 2s here. During this Aegis time of Pure, he's already set up in the jungle. If they can get that creep wave cut up top, they can look for that 3rd tier 2.
I'm looking at the neutral items, IO with the Essence Ring. Remember back in the days when it actually applied the heal? That was such an OP item on IO.
See bottom. 1J. Let's try to put some pressure on. Will tank the Dream Coil. The Dream Coil will get dropped for this. He did a fair bit of damage in return, but he won't win this fight. 1J. As his ult comes to an end, he will die. A curse comes out. A beautiful one as well. That's going to cause potentially the death of Lorinov. No, it doesn't last quite long enough. Lorinov able to turn. That was close, though.
It was.
Lorinov nearly dying to his teammates.
And Pure also needed to go back. He TP'd back to base. Man, Chimera, they're very impressive in terms of how they're playing the map. Because this game, it looked pretty over after first 5 minutes. DA2000 had a really rough start, and they still, like, off lane did feed a couple of kills. Your position 4 didn't have enough levels, and they're still in this game. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to win this game, but they're playing, considering the situation they're in, they're playing really well. Yeah,
there is still that little bit of a chance if everything falls together in the team fight perfectly for them. See top Pure. Considering making a go. He's going to get the jump, but it is just Pure on his own. Does cause Panto to kind of panic and take him out with the relocate.
I think that's the play that he wanted to make.
Yeah.
Knowing that Panto is sitting right behind him, so when he comes back, he's probably coming back alone, which means that he's going to be getting the kill. The rest of the team is ready to back him up, so basically forcing a rotation, putting a spell on cooldown, and making something happen out of it. Save does have BKB of his own. Chimera, they want to play the bottom part of the map and maybe get a pick off here. No black hole for another 15 seconds.
Tier 2000 close by, so he's ready to join in with the action. But looks like they're not happy with the sort of the state of the map down there. They don't want to head in quite yet. I guess especially when they're halfway on towards the BKB under hack. He probably wants to get that one done before he looks to commit with the next black hole, and definitely for Tier 2000 wants his, as he's very, very close. 300 gold, and the BKB will be online for the TA. BetBoom, they'll keep the ejectors rolling in. They head back, get the second Tormentor, shard for Kataomi.
They have, like, good shards. These are not, like, S-tier shards by any means, but they are really good for the support. So Cold Embrace, cooldown, reduced by 4 seconds, and now you also can farm. You can kill the creep waves with it, getting the Splinter Blast when Cold Embrace ends. Gonna heal himself before that. Oh, look what the Hawk has been up to.
They're gonna get the jump on him though. Caught by the silence straight away. Dahak's in trouble. Is he gonna use the black hole? No, doesn't want to. Knows that there's no chance to stand his ground. He goes down. Save did have to commit in with the BKB though, and the rest of Chimera are able to back off for now. Pure jumps in, they get the familiar stun and the Dream Coil lockdown onto Tier 2000 and 1J. Tier 2000 puts the BKB and runs off. Panto will even take him out of the fight completely. 1J gets left behind. So lose 2. I see a little bit of creep cutting being attempted by Lorinov to stop them from being able to get too much off the back of that fight win. They will get another kill though, of course. Sets up catching Panto on the way back. And Lorinov still wants to stick around, maybe cut another set of creeps here. He has this shield rune.
Kataomi has the blink ready. Shield rune.
I mean, Lorinov, he's going to get in there with the BKB. Does still have a bit of mana and a TP available, and there it is. He's looking to get out of there, but the curse is at the ready. They're going to get the lockdown upon him. He's now completely out of mana. Lorinov dies. I mean, he wanted to stick around and cut some of these creep waves. He definitely easily had the option.
He had an option.
He could have got out of there.
Back, but decided to maybe try to get a kill on Winter Wyvern, but Kataomi, he's been on point with those curses. And I want to see that fight again if possible, because the Hawk did go for a really sneaky play. This guy's always up to something. He was pushing the waves with Demonic Summoning. He did put his Vlads in the backpack so that it doesn't show on Eidolons that he's there, but seems like BetBoom, they had a really good read at what's happening.
Yeah, they did. Caught him in a position where he didn't get the chance to get that black hole off, and see the jump upon him again. Now was he Dahak? In a bit of a different situation, but he's going for what he liked to the other time, getting the late 30-minute Hannah Midas, yeah. Just wanted to keep this game alive. Feels that he wouldn't have been able to get the full BKB in time, so just going to play for the fact that Chimera might just be able to hold on and keep the scaling going. We'll see if they can do that, because BetBoom's pressure is building up.
So many auras on their side. They have Vlads, they have Shivas, Pipe as well available, and also AC completely. So he was sitting Yeah, they had no vision whatsoever. They did place those 2 observers later in the lane, but a nice sneaky play from the Hawk. Unfortunately, for the Hawk when it's available, knowing how that this black hole, as we said, like 2-3 man black hole, could definitely turn the fight around. But now it's getting at the point where does it even matter?
Oh, Lorinov. He's got the BKB, has to press it. Jump forward from Dahak. He has the black hole at the ready, but can't find a chance to use it. They just jump straight over towards him. Dahak is gone. TH2000 was trying to lay down some damage in from the side. Has to blink out. Chimera able to keep the familiars alive, and Pure, he's ready to dive. Looks to Panto with the stun. He's trying to hold them back, get the space for BetBoom to take this top set of barracks. It's Chimera unable to stop them. Top set's gone. BetBoom, they can swing over for more. Still 20 seconds without the threat at the black hole, and even when that is there, they have answers for it, BetBoom.
Oh man, these birds, they're doing the damage. They are the ones. If you look at the damage numbers, probably it's going to be Visage birds. I don't think we have the technology to show it, but most of the damage did come out from the birds rather than the heroes itself. Having AC, having Bodyguard, Lads on top of that, and he is level 19 right now. So he could go for a level 20 talent that gives them extra minus armor, and we can see the damage dealt numbers. Not the highest in terms of hero damage from Visage, because he's been on the different side of the map, farming, been involved in some of the good early kills, but then he kind of opted to go for himself, farm even more auras. Panto. He needs to be careful here. Lens down, Obs and Sentry.
Yeah, look for that smoke play, BetBoom. GPK is ready with the coil and the amplified damage rune. They get the jump onto TH2000. Concoction's there, straight in the bash. Jump forward, follow up from the park. They come up with the tether, trying to keep TH2000 alive. He's able to get the BKB up, but the bash is continued. TH2000 is gone. Dahak tries to get in there, but doesn't find a chance to get the black hole off. He's dead once more. They're trying to kill GPK, but the cold embrace comes through. Doesn't matter, they still kill him off through it. So they will get the puck, but it cost them 3 lives. They've had to use 2 buybacks after those 3 deaths. So BetBoom
without that buyback on Enigma, TA2000 doesn't have buyback, so they still can't really take the fight. They need damage. Like, sure, Lorinov is dealing good amount of damage, but it doesn't feel like it's enough.
Oh, they want to smoke. Maybe see if they can try and find a grab with this black hole whilst there's no GPK in the game. They need to try and find something more with the buybacks used. Will they get the chance to? We'll see how careful BetBoom play. They still have ways to react. Katomi still has the cursor at the ready. Not going to be an easy move here for Chimera. Can they pull something off?
Again, he's in a really good spot. Shadowblade, this is the stuff that he invented.
Here we go. They're going to look for Pure. They get in with the openings. Pure turns straight away with the Abyssal Blade on towards Dahak, but Dahak's able to get the black hole off and put to a stop, but it was long enough to allow them to kill off the Alchemist. Now turn now with the recursive over towards Lorinov, but Lorinov still ready to jump. Goes straight over towards Katomi. Him and 1J take the Wyvern down as well.
Oh, not a bad kill. Not a too bad kills.
Yeah, good smoke play.
Really nice play. And Katomi, it looked like he was in a good position, just 2 seconds too late. He came out of Roshan's pit with the Shadow Blade, but the damage has already been done, and he gets the kill with that Orchid. That was the burst damage that we talked about on Lorinov, that they definitely do have it, Witchblade, so you have a True Strike against Radiant, so you're not gonna miss with that one, and also good amount of damage coming out from him and 1J as well.
And they'll have a fair bit more coming out soon from TH2000, because he's gonna have the Revenant's Brooch likely completed for the next fight. So with that mixed damage, will hit pretty hard as the T8. Still there, 23k gold lead. Everything continues to point towards BetBoom being able to close this one up.
Big item has been completed on 1J. Muerta with Aghanim Scepter. This is one of the few times where people don't go for Road of Atos as first, because he needed some cheap item, did decide to go for drums. Aghanim Scepter is the new one. It's not the old shitty one where it gave you 4 seconds stun, then created some soul, whatever.
Yeah,
nobody.
I don't think we ever saw anyone use that.
No.
Nobody even knew how it worked. It was a weird one.
It was a weird one. This one is much better, so deadshot damage has been increased, so it deals 450, and it also fears through everything, and it also expands, so it's pretty big. That's why the synergy with Road of Atos is so good, because it gives you AoE, so it becomes even bigger. Bad thing is he's only level 15. You would definitely love to be level 20 to have those 2 deadshot charges.
Maybe they can get there. And BKB, how are we looking on Dahak? He's halfway towards it. BetBoom They're looking for the action, though. Chimera, can they dodge this? Still half duration of the smoke left on BetBoom. Amplified damage rune as well in the river. Loronoff's going to look to grab it. GPK's going to look to punish. They get the jump. They get the Abyssal Blade coming in from Pure. They lock down Loronoff. He's out for 70. It's baited in by the rune. Didn't expect the smoke to be striking in from that direction. No storm for a minute.
Roshan is alive in bottom pit. I also love how we dumbed it down. Make it more simple. We made it more simple. When you hover over Roshan's icon, it shows where he is, when he can spawn, when he can potentially spawn. Took us good, what, like 14 years to do that? 15?
Yeah, these quality of life updates come eventually. But, you just got to wait for them. But we do indeed get them. It kind of leaves you to wonder what other stuff could there be in the game that we will see one day.
One thing I would love to see is something that we've been talking about in the previous patches a lot, where we see the options for neutral items. Now it's not as important because the pool that you're getting is not as big, so there's less RNG, but I would definitely love to see enchantments, so I don't have to click on them, and as our observer is pointing out.
What do you mean? Oh, like in the shop? Or?
Yeah, no. Like right now you see that, for example, Puck has Gale Guard, but you need to hover over it to see that he actually took alert.
I see. Yeah, I get you. So some sort of like smaller icon,
yeah, something
on the corner of it.
There definitely is space on the screen.
The push coming in from BetBoom. Chimera, they've got everybody back alive. Jump forward from Loronoff. He's going to try and see what sort of action he can bait out first. With the Vortex, that's a pretty big kill to start this. They've taken Kataomi out, Pure.
3-man stun.
He's going to make the jump in. Coil to follow up. Dahak watching for the sideline. Dahak's going to make the jump in. He gets the black hole off on towards Pure. They'll be able to burst through and maybe the damage. They'll get him. That's the Aegis God. And also the silence, he catches on to GPK. GPK jump forward, the silence catches him. He's going to die. GPK has gotten the curse drop down onto Dahak. He will go down. They get the Hex out on towards TH2000. He gets completely destroyed. And that was a dieback from him. And with that should be enough.
But it was not enough to punch back. 27k gold lead for BetBoom team, and Loronoff is going to be the one typing in GG in chat. This game looked pretty overopen from the start. It really did, but Chimera played it really well. Like, if you compared this to how BetBoom ended their game yesterday, where they GG'd out in 14 minutes, they
lost off, really. The main thing that sticks out
Loronoff
is looking pretty dead. Concoction comes in. First blood for Kataomi.
Not just the first blood, he also got the Grimoires.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big one. There was a game during Fisher Playground where I saw Warlock being level 7. It was, I believe, Whitemon, level 7, 7 minutes into the game, dropping the rock, being almost level 8. So be careful about some of the rotations. He also didn't use his blood grenade, neither did Save. So getting first blood without the blood grenade feels really good. And Save also taking out the bounty. 1k gold lead already. You have that extra seed money. This is something that Thunder does.
They're going to get 4.
I think we talked about it, I believe it was Knoxville who had the stat for it, about the first blood and 4 bounty runes. Your chances of winning the game are like 20% or less. It's pretty insane.
I can believe that. That is, well, there you go. And that's the stat without factoring that there's an alchemist on one side.
I might have made up the numbers, but these are the stats that we're going to be providing. Sometimes it's okay to lie on stream, but that happened during the first Blast Slam. Things that change a little bit, but overall, I think the whole concept of First Blood still stays the same. Pure, he's in a little bit of a trouble, but never mind. Kataomi is going to give him the heal. A lot of the times in this lane, you would see Warlock get Fatal Bonds level 1 just so that you can deal with Eidolons. But then again, the Hawk is the guy that loves to theory craft how things are going to go in the lane, and he's going to be putting those Eidolons on the side just so that you're not fatal bonded to the heroes, getting that extra damage and killing off Eidolons.
I've got to find 1J with a concoction, and in fact, Kataomi's looking pretty dead. Ends up walking into 1J and all the Eidolons on Dahak. They might be able to pressure Pure as well here. 1J. The dead shot in a few seconds, but yeah, the Eidolons will expire, so yeah, Pure's going to be fine, gets the backup coming in. Overall, look at like the mid lane. What do you think the reason was for Chimera to leave the puck in the pool again?
I actually don't know. I think it's because look at the heroes that they have. They have pretty much the same off-lane duo. So Pure gonna drop. They're playing this lane much better. Kataomi is like, yeah, keep dying. So I'm getting that solo XP. I'm getting that Grimoire stack as well, level 2.5. You can pop it 7 minutes into the game. Earliest, 420. 420 cooldown on that, so can't really use it. Might be slightly OP if you could just pop it right now and get yourself to level 4.
Yeah, lane over. And look at the other lane, because the bottom lane as well. Do you like this a bit more that this time Tier 2000 is on the Prophet against this Visage duo rather than the TA?
Yeah, it's not as strong lane as it is with Marcy, and also it does allow Bounty to be slightly more active compared to Marcy, because she can't really do as much as Bounty can in terms of the setting things up. One thing I had about Nature's Prophet, Owen, is you need to buy Quelling Blade. You see Save, he has one, Miero has one, so it's going to take up one of your slots. You always have to keep it. Yeah, 2000 in the bottom lane contesting this creep wave. They try to go for the pull, but not much is going to be done about it, and Panto is going to get the D ward.
And I guess this time around, at least for Lauren, do you think there's going to be as easy of a chance for BetBoom to bring in a support to gank the Storm mid, or is Lauren a bit safer this game?
I want to see something that they try to do is use 1J early to try to grab the kill, but they were unable to do so. I would love to see the same thing, because definitely a hero that has 2 abilities. Problem is, Muerta is a skill shot hero, so if you go there, they see you, or you need to get close for that dead shot. Puck can, I'm not going to say easily disjointed, but there's a high chance that he does. So your whole move is going to be kind of wasted. But then again, you have Enigma as your offlaner, which means that he's pretty happy about getting that solo XP. 1J getting initiated on.
Yeah, they get the Fatal Bond set up. Concoction for Pure to follow up. 1J, he'll go down. The hack not quite able to take Kataomi in return.
Another one, Owen. 4 Grimoire. 4 minutes into the game.
He's having a good time here, Kataomi. Lane going very well for him, at least. Across the board on the CS this time around, I think a bit more closer than what we had in game 1, I feel. Nobody getting left completely behind on this first 4 minutes of waves. Top lane. Good pressure once again. Pure constantly having to rely on these shadow words from Kataomi to be able to stay in the lane. Down bottom, pressure being put on by Chimera. Mira also falling low. Does have the salve at the ready.
Once they heal up, they might try to go for aggressive play on TA2000. Save, he's waiting.
There's the setup. He'll try and stand his ground, TA2000 against Mira, but he won't win that trade. TA2000, he just caught out by the fact that Save was ready to set up for the turnaround play. Top lane, we'll get the silence in onto Pure. He's trying to get the concoction off. We'll be able to throw it the way at Dahak.
He fed him Lotus. Let's see if it's going to be enough. 1J, he has a couple of stick charges. Dead shot, coming off cooldown. Fairy Fire available on Pure.
It's another shadow word. Should give him just enough HP to be fine. So he will survive these efforts once again, but it is now allowing Dahak to get a little bit of a lead now against the Auk in this top lane. So a much smoother start for Dahak on the Enigma this game too. Bottom lane, the dive coming in. Good clap from the Hellbear Smasher, as they should find at least Mira trying to juke into the trees, but they'll get him.
Oh, let's see if they can put some pressure onto the tower. They have Creep, who's about to die, but they also have Greater Treant. Have in mind that TA2000, he has infused Raindrop. He did have Magic Wand, but still managed to die in the previous fight. It's still not enough, even though Visage is played differently now with this, say the name of the spell?
Sepulchre.
Yeah, he's playing with that facet instead of maxing out Soul Assumption, so stealing attack speed. It's also AoE, so works really well against any of the summons. GPK, level 6 available.
And with the jump, looking to try and contest with the power in. Laurenov's able to get the pickup on it. GPK still drops the Dream Coil down only onto 1J, though. 1J's going to have backup.
Here as well.
Concoction's there. Pure's walking up for this. Has to be a bit careful, though, because Laurenov's still pretty strong with the Remnants. I mean, effectively bringing 4 heroes in. Save was also coming in from the side, but they're not able to threaten Laurenov now that he's got the shield broom pumped out. Save might see if they can settle for Panto instead. They get the opening. Pure coming in, closing the gap with the Concoction. Will ensure that BetBoom do still find a double kill out of this move, that they just won't quite find Laurenov.
Kataomi did go for a sneaky play. He threw Blood Grenade He wanted to grab that kill or get an assist on 1J. Didn't get it, but still, he got Grimoire stack from the previous one. 5 already, Owen. Let's see if he pops it immediately, gets himself to... You know what you do? You wait until you pick up the XP rune.
Yep.
So you get it. I see Save is already on that side of the map because Visage is level 5, and then you pop it afterwards. There it is. Yeah, it is time.
If he sees a chance
level 5
to go with the level 6, yeah. Bringing in the numbers top, Chimera. Panther and 1J both ready to back up Dahak. Obviously, he has his own level 60. Yeah.
They gotta be careful about Warlock turnaround play.
Yeah.
Sometimes you open up the scoreboard and you see he's level 5, but they fed a couple of those early kills. He's 3-1-1 on Warlock. That's why he's sitting in the 3s right now.
And there it is. He pops it. So he's going to be 6, pretty much level 7. But they will see him. Hellbear smashes upon him, so they know that Katom is going to have the golem ready to drop. But no sort of surprise play available from him.
Save, making a move.
And Chimera is getting the chance to take this tower down with the Eidolons. They'll get it.
Nice move from Panto. He also joins with Eidolons. They have Vlad, so that's going to be the extra damage. It's very important to take that tower. Save. Did go through the twin gates to the top. Now he's making a move to the bottom. Visage with the birds are available. He hit 2,000. He needs to be careful. Katom might just drop the rock.
Yeah, it's worth it here. Just get the opening set up straight away towards tier 2000. TPs are coming in. Tier 2000 should be pretty dead. He'll get the ultimate off. You can see if it gives the chance of Chimera to clean up anything in response. Zip ball from Lorenoff. He's in onto Mirror. Will get caught by the Dream Coil. Can he finish the kill off on Mirror? He can. And now Lorenoff, he's got just enough mana to zip out. He should be fine.
He has enough mana, but let's see if they can find something else. They can. 1J also gonna drop. Yeah, the power of Warlock, once you get those early kills, once you get those assists, it allows you to be level 7, 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, good aggressive move there from BetBoom. Chimera couldn't quite survive through. He's not this early. Tier 2000, he's got to hit the jungle, get that Mione build online as quickly as he can. It won't be easy, especially with the bounty in the game. Save likely to try his best to keep tracks of the Nature's Prophet progress.
This is something that Tundra does really well. They love some of these strategies that kind of create gold out of nothing with Bounty Hunter, Alchemist as well with his Grieval's Greed, with his seed money as well. They also throw in Casual Doom. 33 goes for Hand of Midas. This time around, they don't have it from the off lane. A lot of the times you would also see them going for Visage with the Death Toll. So suddenly, like 15 minutes into the game, they have 5 up to 10k gold lead, considering that all the extra gold that they're getting. Add some stacks on top of that as well. Right now, they're trying to put some pressure onto the tower. They have Observer Ward that's scouting things out behind enemy tower, which almost died. It's only on 1 hit. Panto is gonna kill it.
This tower should be gone though. Chimera not able to bring anyone else down here for now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Avoiding the action. In terms of BetBoom's next potential move, they've got the golem back up in 30 seconds. And that combined with Dream Coil from GPK should be something that Chimera should be pretty fearful of. Half the way on the Blink Dagger for Dahak. Still a bit of time before he's ready to turn up with potential black hole turnarounds.
He is having a much better game compared to game 1.
It is,
where
yeah.
he did die 2 or 3 times, had that Blink Dagger delayed. Now didn't die a single time. Did manage to put some good pressure onto the Alchemist, slowing him down even more.
Now here's the smoke time. I'm gonna try and get the jump onto Miro. I'll drop
Another
the golem.
rock.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Miro safe. It's gonna be enough to stop Chimera from pushing for the kill. And the same to be said around the mid tier 1. Jump forward for GPK. He's caught by the silence. He can't commit for the kill. He's out. Well, he's gonna try actually. Drop the Dream Coil down onto Dahak. They're bringing the golem over. They've got the familiar stuns coming down on towards him, but Save will get caught behind the tower. Dahak's able to survive through the efforts there from BetBoom.
So that's a battle of summons. Warlock Golem, Centaur Conqueror, Visage Birds.
And the Golem does not come out on top. Ends up dying there. They clean it up. That was Dream Coil and the Golem used, and they don't find anything with it.
Yeah, but as we expected, much closer game. considering that the offlane duo from BetBoom didn't snowball as much. It's also not as strong on paper. Oil has been used, so did Golem. Save still wants to get that level 6, level 5, 12 minutes into the game.
Yeah, BetBoom. There's cooldowns in play. They'll have to chill for a little bit. Chimera. Tier 2000's got the Maelstrom online, so his farm's now going to start hitting a pretty good pace.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's also going to be a good chance that goes, like, the missed chance against Alchemist is going to be really good. And something to point out with neutral items, Visage is the one that got Reaper Slash. We saw Venomancer Jungle getting it. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Venomancer Jungle got it because it works really well with his wards, and it also works really well with Visage Bird. So this is AoE, and you're getting bonus damage from creeps, which does count, so that's really nice. Also bonus damage from the heroes, so getting any extra kind of damage feels really nice that you can throw on people. Sometimes you need to bring that extra hero, but with this item and a couple of summons, you might not even need to.
So Chimera have got their sights set up on the top lane. And Lorenoff's more than happy to look for plays, especially with the Arcane Rune ready to pop.
Different build from Lorenov, as we've seen in game number 1, where he did go for mana boots because he had Aya with himself. So that extra mana, he's getting the jump. Save just got level 6.
Quick moves there as soon as they caught Save under these sentries. And a lot laid down around here in preparation for those sort of moves.
Lorenov, what a Chad. 2 dusts already in his inventory. He just used one, but has another one ready. When Bounty Hunter is going to be showing on the lane. Still, 2k gold lead for BetBoom team. They are farming it up nicely with Alchemist, who is on top of the net worth right now, about to finish off the Radiance in 100 gold.
See if, yeah, Chimera in the mid. Panto's not going to get completely jumped. They don't want to drop Dream Coil for that. They want to try and look for some bigger targets. They've got that Golem follow-up ready to drop from Katomi as well. It's going to be a bit spooky around this 14-minute power rune. It's going to be the haste rune. It gets quickly denied by 1J. We get the silence out, pop the ult, and that means, yeah, BetBoom, they won't want to throw any ults his way either. So good little snipe there with the deny. And as for BetBoom, yeah, still not actually able to find a chance to set anything up with the Dream Coil.
45 seconds until Tormentor. They already took down tower. So Dire, they have tier 1 tower in the off lane, so they can TP2, maybe use some of the buybacks. And there is one really nice ward in the bottom part of the map near the Tormentor that's going to scout things out.
Yeah, they're on the way down there. This should be a pretty tough one for Chimera to fight, because it will be into the coil and the rock. Whereas their team fight kind of rests around Dahak getting a black hole, which is not going to be easy. So this should be probably left to just be a 3-1 hit for BetBoom. Chimera not really in a position to head down to this corner of the map right now. They'll focus on taking the tier 1 mid instead. They'll look to see that as the trade.
We'll try to scout things out with the Treant, maybe some Enchantress creep to see what's going on. But yeah, as you said, it's going to be very difficult for them to contest, seeing that there is rock available. This area is also relatively small, so the rock, all these big AoEs kind of cover the full area around the Twin Gates and Tormentor. Game did slow down. Nice score, however, but yeah, definitely gonna change, because I expect BetBoom to play slightly more aggressive. Puck just finished off his Witchblade, another 1,000 gold that he needs for a Blink Dagger. They're probably gonna wait for a minute or two to finish off 2 big, maybe even 3 big items, because Alchemist is getting closer to his Blink Dagger. There's also gonna be Orchid available on Visage, so that's gonna be the timing where they smoke up and trying to get something done with it. Great against Storm, great against Enigma as well, because Enigma is not going for BKB. It's relatively early in the game. This time around, he is opting to go for more of a defensive style rather than picking up a Blink Dagger, knowing that he's playing into Enigma, so not going to be the... This has always been the counter to Enigma's Black Hole.
And do you like the Dahak changed it up this game rather than just trying to get that blink after the Vlad?
Yeah,
Q's at the pipe instead.
Considering that they have 5 range heroes, somebody needs to tank it up. Again, Lorenov going for a BKB. Kaya into BKB straight away. Wants to have some protection of his own.
Yeah, feeling, I guess, a little bit more pressure than last game, because we did see last game he completed the full Kaya Sanj before going for the BKB. So prioritizing that BKB just that little bit more this time. Where's the smoke? It's not an easy smoke plate to pull off, though. As I said, BetBoom more than happy to take a fight. They've got everything ready to drop as well. This won't be an easy move for Chimera. Lorinov, trying to get the zip forward, baits the Dreamcore. So Dreamcore down just onto the one, and then there's the concoction to follow things up, as well as the Golem.
The Hawk is smoked.
It's not enough to kill Lorinov. Lorinov's able to zip away from the initiation there that BetBoom attempted. And now Chimera, can they do anything in terms of being able to get a catch in return? Panto baiting the action. The rest of the team, they're not going to help him. They'll let Panto go. Concoction onto 1J. Dahak still watching from the side, maybe considering if he can make a move here. But no, they'll let the supports fall. The rest of Chimera will back away. BetBoom, they'll be able to get the tier 1 off the back of those kills.
Yeah, this is tier 1 tower that they just killed. A couple of track kills. Pure, he's not done, but he needs to fall back. The rest of the team doesn't seem to be... Oh, that was a nice jump from GPK. Gets the silence immediately.
Immediately stops that black hole. One of the shorter ones you'll see. I mean, even if he's allowed to black hole there, I don't know if Dahak's going to get anything done with that.
No, that's just a freebie. Also, the fact that they focused Lorinov in the previous fight, he needs to be the one. Like, as we've seen in the previous game, he needs to be that guy that is setting up the tempo. He's going to be the damage dealer as well, because TA2000, he still doesn't feel like he's strong enough, and the Hawk, usually he smiles and waves at the camera, but not this time around.
Yeah, rough one there. Well, that little bit of a play in a team fight, giving BetBoom team quite the lead now. Chimera, they're going to have to make sure something big happens with the next black hole. It's in, of course, 2 minutes' time. Should be about the time as well that will allow Dahak to get close to maybe having the Blink Dagger online, so an even better chance for them to get that positioning. But it's still not going to be easy. As BetBoom, the sort of the effort it takes for them to make these moves seems much more simple. All it requires is GPK to find a Dream Code target. They'll very likely kill that target now.
Lorinov still needs a recipe for his BKB, so still doesn't feel like he's ready to take the fight. Immediately getting tracked down, which is very annoying for Storm Spirit. Puck is showing in the mid lane, so at least he knows that he's going to be fine for the next like 30 seconds until Puck can show up.
Yeah, so far with GPK being 4-0-3, yeah, you've definitely got to imagine that there's going to be a little bit of regret from Chimera that they let this last pick Puck through for a second time this series.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprising one.
Yeah.
Knowing that it is a difficult matchup for Storm Spirit. And also, other heroes, they don't have that much control. TA2000, it seems like Chimera will wait until they get 2 BKBs online and pick up a Blink Dagger on the Hawk. Thing is, they could lose out on the map as well, because BetBoom, with the Rock available, with Coil available, they could also force a Roche fight if they get a pick off. Lorinov's getting scouted.
Yeah, save. He's got his eyes on him. Backup's on the way. Zippo just in time. Actually makes the jump over towards Mirror. They'll catch Mirror in the silence. Good fear control from 1J. They're going to be able to likely kill this Vistage off. They'll get him. Good moves there. And 1J landing the combo perfectly. I might even be able to farm at the familiars.
Extra
They will.
200 gold.
Yeah, he gets both of those 1J. That's a lot of money for 1J.
This time around, he is going for Road of Atos. Wants to have that extra bit of a control compared to game 1 where he... Because he's having a much better overall game, even though he's lowest on the net worth. They got, I would say, shut down again. It was the Hawk who was getting most of the farm, but they weren't really getting the kills. So, Road of Atos into Aghanim Scepter. 6k gold lead for BetBoom team.
Yeah, getting close to those timings, though, on Chimera. They're pretty much going to have the 2 BKBs on Lorinov and TA2000. And the Blink Dagger very soon online. He just needs to go for a few more camps here. Dahak, and he should get that. We'll see how ready BetBoom are for them then. Over on this side of BetBoom Pure, we'll see what he's going to go for next after his Blink BKB Radiance.
Might just pick up, because Sanj and Yasha got slightly nerfed, 5% status resistance less, but it also doesn't give you an option to build into SNY and also go for Basher / Abyssal Blade, because Sanj is now part of the Abyssal Blade, so a lot of the times you will see carries also skip it and just get a Basher instead, because it's such a good build-up right now. The other option is for him is to pick up AC, because there is a good amount of physical damage as well, so wants to be able to tank up. Right now, did pick up Hyperstone. Still deciding, can turn that into Bloodthorn if necessary. But AC definitely gonna be the item of a choice.
Dire are scanning.
Roshan. They're gonna actually force the fight. Enigma with the Blink Dagger and the Black Hole available. This could be the tricky one if they're not the ones getting the initial jump.
Let's have a look. TO2000 poking him from the side with the Sprout. Get it down on towards the out. They're going to get the jump on towards the puck. They've caught GPK. GPK's out of the fight now. Pure's had to put the BKB, but he's pretty low. Turner was low enough, but low enough for the zone BKB. Can commit towards Katomi. They're going to be able to get the 2 kills. And it is indeed BetBoom that has to run. They get the detection out to save. Chimera, they'll get a 3rd one out of that. And now they can walk into the pit.
That's a
They'll
big
get this for
question
themselves.
mark. The way they try to go for it is they already used Chemical Rage. They're scouting things out with this Observer Ward in the river that is about to expire on their side. But yeah, I don't know what this move was though. Because your Chemical Rage is going to run out. Sure, you have a BKB, and then GPK is the one getting jumped with the Storm Spirit.
Again,
and 1J
where
is
did
going
this
to get
all
the
go wrong?
silence. So he gets pushed away. GPK is going to be the one trying to get close. He wants to initiate onto Enigma, try to set things up, but Taomi was not in a position because he also needs to take care of himself. Playing against the Storm Spirit with the BKB, and now the game looks pretty even.
Yeah, that was a rough Roshan attempt there from BetBoom that cost them big time. Sure, they still have that 4K lead, but that's pretty much entirely on the Alchemist and something that's kind of expected at this point. So if you take that into account, yeah.
We saw
Chimera
one
is pretty happy.
facepalm on camera. This is more like a triple facepalm.
Yep.
Attempt to go inside and kill Roshan. Even though it says 4K gold lead, the items that they just got on Chimera are pretty big. Those 2 BKBs, TA2000 didn't even use his. They didn't even use the Black Hole for that fight. So I expect them to play slightly more aggressive. And those pickoffs that they try to do with Bounty Hunter, he did slow down. Save.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see if he can find something here.
They're not aware of him at the moment, so we'll get away. We're hovering around, gets a little courier snipe in there. Chimera putting some pressure on the mid now. Definitely not afraid of a fight after what they were able to pull off moments ago. They're coming in with the smoke on Lorenoff from 1J, ready to back up until whoever gets jumped. TA2000 never just get a freebie there. They might be able to turn into more. I mean, BetBoom had to be very careful now as they're outnumbered on the map. And so, they know he's there. They're going to be able to catch save. They've got him. Both supports of BetBoom getting picked off.
What is this Mac play? I don't think they don't have any vision. They have no obs, no sentries whatsoever.
Yeah, they just kind of predicted perfectly the angle, the line that he would take back to base, right?
Dire's bottom tower.
Okay, these guys are good. Yeah, very good at the video games.
Well, no, it looks dead. The tier 2 tower, they're going to get it with a push with these summons. Now, BetBoom definitely getting quite the shake-up here. This is not going to be anything like the first game for them. This one's going to be a whole lot more harder.
And they're definitely going to get outscaled. If we're talking about some mid or late game fights, you have Muerta, who's going to start scaling. You have Nature's Prophet, who's an insane hero. He's also, by the way, now Universal Hero. This is something that has been, I would say, lacking. Even though Team Liquid won TI with Nature's Prophet, they picked it 3 times. Different times, but overall I think this was a necessary change for Nature's Prophet because he has one of the best stat gains overall, and it feels really nice for him to kind of build, because he always wanted to build into some of these like different items. And if you're building into stats, because a lot of the times you wanted to build Butterfly on the hero, but you really didn't want it because you were intelligence. Now it feels much better.
Yeah, we've seen what the few times now. I mean, the other day, TA2000 absolutely popped off on the Prophet. Still definitely has time to do that this game. The gold falling pretty much close to even. It's not a good sign for the lineup with the Alchemist. BetBoom They're going to try and make a move here. They know that this area of the map, TH2000 has been farming him, but again, TH2000 a step ahead.
Nothing, nada.
He's gone.
They don't find anything.
Dire's top
Gonna
tower
TP back
is
to their
under
side of the
attack.
map.
And look what it is. The Hawk, one more time. Hand of Midas, his 4th item.
He loves this. The only one really doing it at this stage of the games. Now we'll see them go for a fight here. They get the zip over towards Pure. Pure had to put the BKB. He's caught in the Sprout. He'll finally be able to break his way out of this. Lornoff jumps over towards Kataomi, trying to press the wall up before Kataomi gets the freedom to get the Golem off, and he'll kill him off in time. No chance for a Golem in this team fight. Lornoff's over towards Pure. The BKB's come to an end. Pure will fall. Chimera.
They're running out of steam.
Yeah, they're making this one look pretty easy now. BetBoom. They're struggling. They try and make an aggressive move. They don't find anyone with a smoke play. They head back to their side of the map. Chimera's there ready and waiting, and they're taking these fights. And again, you know, Chimera aren't having to use everything. Like, Dahak, he's not needed to use a black hole in any of these kind of comeback plays. They've still got so much more to come here, Chimera, and now there it is. The black holes are ready for the solo play. Top tier 2000, okay, duo play. The Profits here as well. They're shaking up BetBoom big time. I don't know how BetBoom's going to be able to recover from this sort of punch.
And I don't think they can, to be honest. It's only 3k gold lead, but there's Alchemist on one side who kind of missed his timing. Puck is going for a scaling item, so he just picked up Aghanim Scepter a minute ago. It's not enough. What they're trying to get from Bounty Hunter, the snowball effect, didn't work out this time, even though they had, what, 5k, 6k gold lead with Warlock and some of that extra gold.
Well, I got the silence on a 1J. Lornoff and Panther going to look to fight back. They'll drop the Golem in, but TH2000 is ready to back them up as well. TP's over. They catch saving the Sprout, kill him off. TH2000, he can look for more with the help of Lornoff as they get the grab on towards Miro. Pure, he'll throw the concoction out, but he does not want to get involved in this fight. Octane maybe? Okay, TH2000 might be vulnerable.
No mana for a BKB. He just got it. Is hiding in the Glimmer Cape.
I mean, he might just get away with this. He has the BKB TP available now. And he's out. Gets out of there. Somehow as well, Panto also lives. I mean, Panto doing his best between what the Glimmer and popping sort of the slow onto the Alk as well to kind of hold Pure away from TH2000. You know, Panto coming in clutch to keep this Nature's Prophet alive.
They don't have enough. Lornoff talked about his itemization where he did go for Kaya Sanj as his first item in game number 1. He picked up earlier BKB and now does have full Parasma. So whoever gets jumped is straight up gonna die. He's looking to kill Warlock and also forcing Warlock to maybe pop a Golem to try to save himself because it's not enough with this Force Staff, with Solar Crest. And they also have Gem. They also gave Gem to Lornoff, so they want to be able to see him if there's going to be some shenanigans. There is Friendly Shadow available on Bounty Hunter, so wants to get that jump and kill the target from 100 to 0.
See what they want to go for now. Still a minute without the black hole. As we've seen, they can absolutely make plays without that Chimera.
Dire are scanning.
Scans hit, so Pure won't stay too close to that dangerous edge of this high ground. Self looking for the Basher into the Abyssal next. It's going to take quite a bit of time.
Definitely needed, because once Storm jumps in with the BKB, you might want to get the Bash, Abyssal, follow it up by a Rock and try to kill him. Problem is, the Hawk's positioning has been really good throughout this whole game. 30 minutes in, only 1 death on him.
Radiant
And getting closer to the BKB. Even though you're playing into Enigma, he still wants to be able to protect himself. Hand of Midas will start paying off. That late Hand of Midas.
There's the zip down bottom, Pure. Immediate BKB, doesn't want to mess around with Lornoff.
Pulls off Nightfall. DP's out. Will not have that one available. There are no tier 2 towers to be taken. Roshan is dead. It may respawn in 15 seconds.
They can look to hold for that fight. Panto pushing up a little cheekily here. I mean, between the Gale Guard, though, and the Glimmer, he's surviving through it. He's going to be fine. And this is the chance for Lornoff to make the jump over towards Mirror. I mean, that's kind of what 4 of them looking towards an Enchantress. They can't kill the Enchantress now. Panto, he's that tanky.
They don't have a Dispel mechanic to remove Gale Guard, nor Glimmer Cape, and they also don't have the Break mechanic, so it's going to be very difficult to even kill position 5. We talked about scaling, and they're definitely going to get outscaled. Enchantress, Drums, Dragonlance going into Pike, going into Shard next.
Here, I'm going to be careful. TH2000 nearly getting the catch on him there. That's difficult for BetBoom. They had a solid start once again in this game too, but this time, Chimera has absolutely been able to take it away from them. And just on the numbers, your TA2000 continuing to stay on par with the farm of Pure's Alchemist.
Look at where everybody else is. 5k behind them. The one who's struggling the most is Miero from all the cores. He did go for Aghanim Scepter, so has that extra invisibility available for him. But there's also Gem on Storm Spirit that has been picked up relatively early on by 1J. So basically they can have 3 Invis, Visage, Bounty Hunter, Friendly Shadow. Not going to be as effective.
Yeah, just overall, it's just been a very different game for Miro, right? Compared to the last game. And you think, well, just a big part of that was just the fact that...
Laning partner.
Yeah, he was able to snowball that hard with Marcy and the offlane duo in game 1.
He'll look good, but I also want to see more from this Grave Chill facet.
Sure.
AoE has been increased from 250 to 300. I don't think it's like really good again in every game. Maybe people are still going to try to toy with the Death Toll facet, getting that extra gold, which has been nerfed, but in theory should work fine. I'm talking about now the one that should work fine is the new facet. You can say the name again.
Sepulchre.
There we go.
I don't know. Someone in chat's probably corrected me. And I think it's...
They heard the Roshan.
Yeah.
Nice sneaky ward placed by Save.
I mean, it's going down pretty fast.
Yeah, it's going down pretty quickly, but they see the Hawk. Let's see if they can maybe get the jump.
That's
not fast enough.
Yep, they get the Aegis on Lauren and now for BetBoom,
guys,
they really want to be here. They're going to make the zip jump over towards Pure. They get the opening with the Vortex. He has, of course, got that BKB ready to press. He's caught in the Sprout. They do lose to Haki as GPK is able to pick him off of the back lines, but overall, Chimera still fighting strong. 1J's ready with the ultimate. They'll look towards Miro. Buys some time in with the Stone Form. Pure jumps in with the Concoction onto TA2000. They'll kill up the Prophet. A big kill there, but the buybacks will now come out from both Dahak and TA2000 as TA2000 is ready to TP back into the fight. They get the Sprout control onto Pure.
So quickly.
And Pure's gone. So the buybacks come into play big time there from Chimera as they will be able to take the fight to their advantage and make sure that Laurenov, he doesn't even die throughout all the action. So he'll still have that Aegis to play with.
Where did that Roshan banner go in the end? Because it was sitting in the Roche pit for such a long time, and I'm not seeing it in anybody's inventory. There it is. It's on Enigma.
Okay, so they've got it ready.
But
if they want
got
to
it
try and
in the
press
end.
Yeah,
Damage coming out from Storm Spirit is insane. Let's see how much damage he dealt. Over 5,000 damage in the previous fight.
Yeah, he's popping off Laurenov. They could try and push it. I mean, Pure is dead for 50 seconds. They still have Black Hole. So there's always that threat. If he buys back and then gets killed off in a Black Hole, it will be game over. So BetBoom's got to be very cautious about how they go about this defense. We'll see how much they let go.
Still, Black Hole is available. Coil.
That's there. They have to follow up though. Save tries to step forward. They've got the Golem drop down, but Save's just dead. Laurenov, he zips out. He's not even going to lose the Aegis by the looks of it. He can keep that safe. As they get the objective, as the mid-rack's gone.
Knowing that there is no rock for 2.5 minutes now, they can try to close it out.
Yeah, go again.
He just picked up the Region Rune, the best rune he could find. He was sitting at 10% HP.
Let's see if they want to try and push again. They might respect the fact that Pure's up in a few seconds. And it looks like they will. Still Chimera doing the damage here. Keeping this lead, and yeah, Laurenov getting to play a very different game after he was punished by the puck heavily in the last game. This time round, he's the one popping off 7, 1, and 10.
Only dying one time. Yep. Now holding the Aegis, has BKB down to 7 seconds, but this Parasma pickup is doing quite a lot of work. You saw the Alchemist who just died from 50% HP to 0 pretty quickly. Couple of right clicks, and that was about it. He also did pick up Berserk Potion for himself on Alchemist so that he can have that extra bit of a dispel mechanic, remove Parasma, which is going to be nice, but I don't think that's going to be good enough. No rock for another 80 seconds.
And the next sort of Midas usage, he'll pretty much have the money for the BKB coming out. So much easier for him to find the opportunities to go for his own black holes. If you can bear in mind some of the ult cooldowns from BetBoom. Yeah. I mean, they're going to look to go for him. They get the Vortex on him. He did get the chance to get the BKB off to get the Fear to follow up the Vortex. Pure's gone. He still does not have the chance for buyback. The Dream Core gets laid down on Laurenov, but It's not enough damage on its own to kill it.
If they only knew, they could legit run down the mid lane, no rock for 50. Let's see if they decide to take another side, see what's going to happen. Because it's very difficult to see if he has or if he doesn't have buyback. And these illusions making a really nice play with providing vision for the team. Storm Spirit's getting another jump and getting another kill. Still holding the edges for a minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, they've got a lot done with this. And this is going to be a push that it's going to be quite costly for BetBoom.
25 hit on Nature's Prophet. That Treant could legit solo take the barrel.
It's massive when he gets them out, the damage.
There it is.
Look at it.
234 damage. Let's see Alchemist's damage.
4,600 HP.
You need something against it. You need some Dagon to instantly kill it. Another side of barracks taken out.
BetBoom. They got to do something crazy to try and swing this one back into their favor there.
This is the big item. Pure picked up Hex. So let's see if that's going to make the difference in a fight. We haven't really seen much from Pure in the last couple of fights. He's unable to deal the damage. And also getting sprouted, knowing that he doesn't have Quelling Blade available, so he's just sitting inside the sprout and getting kited.
Chimera. We'll see how hastily they'll look for the next move. They just about to come to an end. Again, they've still got their ults. They've still got the black hole ready to play with, and TA2000 more than ready to join them. Considering his next options there was going to be looking for the butterfly to finish off his right-click build. And they're smoked up looking for the setup, Chimera.
For now, TA2000 is going to keep his buyback, so even if he gets initiated on, that means that they need to bring in so many things. Like, they need to use so many spells. It needs to be Coil, Abyssal Blade, even follow it up with Rock, and he can come back into the fight, TP in. So, very difficult fight for BetBoom to take right now.
Laurenov and Panto might walk up into the entirety of the team, but BetBoom's scared. They'll get the jump forward, but the Hexing response is there as well as the Dream called down as Laurenov. Laurenov still able to put the BKB. He'll look towards Pure. Pure's in trouble. He's caught in the Sprout, has to run with the remainder of his own BKB. Katomi turns, will get the Golem drop down, but it doesn't really do a huge amount other than just get the space for Pure to try and continue to run.
He got him with the dead shot. Mira was trying to TP in. I was looking at the mid lane. Man, 1J, he's really popping off on this Muerta. And now they have Mega Creeps.
They do. Bottom lane. The push was coming in.
Enchanters with Croaker, some Greater Treant, and Lesser Eidolon. Yeah, good luck playing against Mega Creeps, because there's going to be some chip damage coming in. You need to take this fight right now. Miro has buyback available, but they have no Rock, and the Hawk has been holding onto Black Hole for a really long time.
Oh, the tier 4, they're just getting destroyed by the Treants as well.
Owen.
Look at that.
They want to close it out.
They're just gone immediately. Look at these Treants beating down onto the Ancient. They could just probably got
500 damage.
They could just let the Treants end the game if they wanted to. They'll look to get some more kills off the back of it, though, as they'll turn towards Kataomi. Catch him in the Sprout. GPK jumps forward, but Kataomi's gone. They want to get some more kills here for the scoreboard. Pure's going to try and make the jump onto tier 2000, but they can't finish him off. Dahak's got the Black Hole, controls the Alchemist. It's over. We're going to a game 3 as Chimera will take this game 2.
Oh, man, that decision to... I don't know who called it, but they definitely know that it was not the right decision to go inside the...
Between Chimera and BetBoom team, and we're getting some new stuff once again. So Chimera coming in with a bit of a switch up. Some of the same old stuff, of course, with the Prophet, the Storm, and the Enigma. And we're going to get Naga Techies support duo. BetBoom team, they changed it up pretty drastically, right? They're coming in with a different angle from what we've seen from them so far this series.
Yeah, they wanted to have Muerta for themselves.
Yep.
1J, he had a pretty damn good performances on Muerta in both of these games, but Save, I know that Fear would disagree. He said 1J is the best Muerta player. For me, it's Save. This guy is just another level. He doesn't miss dead shots. He doesn't miss the combos with the calling as well. And also, there was a bit of a interesting thing that did happen in the draft where they wanted to pick something that can deal with this Primal Beast offlane. And we're going to keep that Okay, first blood for Ketaomi. Let's see which facet he... Oh, yeah, that's the one. I checked some of the Dota profiles because it kind of became the meme. I think it was Baboka who first played it at the DreamLeague with the XP facet.
Yeah, we saw it. I think they lost that game.
They lost that game,
yeah,
but it's actually good.
Okay.
It is really nice that you're getting some of that extra XP because of the recent changes to the Swarm. So the attacks to destroy have been increased from 3344 to 3445. So big increase on level 2 and big increase on level 4 as well on Bug. So you're going to be seeing some more XP coming onto Weaver, and I want to see if he gets that Swarm at level 2 immediately. That's also going to be some physical damage. Again, Lorinov is going to pause the game.
Okay,
Usually it's the Monkey King Bug, but he's not laning against Monkey King. And to go back to my point about what has been happening in the offlane, Tusk has been banned, so did Clockwork, so they expected this Primal Beast to be played from the offlane, and then they swapped things around. They found another melee hero that could stop him from getting in, which is Naga Siren with the net, so you're kind of mitigating all the damage from Trample, and now they put it to the mid lane, and also found a really good offlaner for Miro, which is one of his better ones.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you think this is a pretty good close-up to the draft from BetBoom.
Really nice to have tanky cores. And one thing to point out is that Pure, in the last 9 pub games in the last week, he did not lose on Monkey King. He has 100% win rate on this hero.
Okay, and that was with a few games played?
9 out of 9 games.
Oh, it was 9? Oh, yeah.
No, that's not a few games.
Yeah, that's true, you said 9. That was a pretty simple mash when you told me that they've won all of them. Yeah, let's see what he can do. Had a bit of a rough game last game, right? Considering that last game lost was a game where he started as an Alchemist. An Alchemist on a team that got first blood and 4 bounty rings. They lost that game.
Yeah, we forgot about that one. Yeah, that was a big one. But he also did lane against Enigma 3 times in a row. This time around, he has also some physical damage to be able to deal with Eidolons. And he did go for the Swarm level 2. And that's going to be some extra minus armor. Synergizes nicely with Monkey King because he's all about that physical damage.
Katsumi does manage to get the bugs out.
That XP. Oh yeah, look at it go.
So what do you make of this bottom lane? The Naga support, something obviously we've seen in the past. Reason to believe that it can indeed still work in this patch?
They didn't expect them to put this Primal Beast in the mid lane. This is one of the better heroes in the mid lane that can make rotations and also not care too much about the lane in terms of creep skipping, ganking the side lanes, but I don't know if Naga 5 can work. Sure, you have a setup for the Black Hole, which is going to be nice, good way of resetting things, but it's a bit on the weaker side compared to some other position 5s right now.
Now let's see what so far in the laning phase down here. 11 and 5 on Mira's Beastmaster, 14 and 3 on TA2000's Prophets. So certainly a slightly better time. Mid lane GPK getting in under the tower and indeed ready to start creep skipping, keeping that pressure in underneath the tier 1 tower, and can look to grab creeps. See where. What's the plan with this? Where does he take them? Does he try and get them then to meet the next wave behind his tower? Oh, he's thinking about going in for Lorinov. Straight forward the charge, the trample as well, underneath the tower. TP's coming in low. Lorinov gets the vortex off, and 1J's here. GPK, he's going to get punished for that. Tried to play, make this cute little play, grabbing the creep wave, forcing Lorinov to farm under the tower, and then diving under the tower, but yeah, he didn't have the damage.
Usually we say nice try in this situation, but it wasn't even close. Like, you're playing into Storm Spirit, who can pull you in with the vortex, the turnaround play, with the magic wand. And you gotta be careful about those rotations because you see where the lane was for the Hawk. He was very close to the tower, which did allow 1J to just casually TP in and get that kill. Oh yeah, throw those bugs. Level Q bugs, Owen.
Watch his XP go up. 263, 2-3, yeah, to 349. Probably a creep in there as well, but it all adds up for Katomi. Every little bite there. And bottom lane, under the tower, this time round, they'll be able to take TA2000 down. Indeed, I guess one of the downsides of Panther, you have this sort of dive coming in on your carry. Not a huge amount you can do as the support Naga Siren to stop the dive.
Panther's also in trouble.
I think so. Save, Salvin up, ready to get back in to help out. Indeed, they clean up the 2 of them. Not an easy safe lane for Chimera to play.
He wants to die. No XP for TA2000 whatsoever. That was a nice play save. He can bring some extra regeneration. Couriers are already coming. That's Boots of Speed. But the Miro denying himself to the tower. No XP whatsoever. Will come back to the lane, full HP, full mana. That XP on Weaver actually making the difference. He did put the second point in it. So you need 4 attacks to destroy it, which is not the easiest thing to do.
Out the bugs go again. Gets them onto the both of them. And Dahak's going to try and fight back, but Katom is already away with the Shikuchi. 1J, he's got to get that bug off. He's giving away some free XP here. There we go. Oh, you're getting a lot of bites off for sure, Katomi, with the bugs in the early game.
Maybe it's time to bring back Grimstroke plus Weaver as a lane partner somehow. Maybe as a support duo as well. Get those bugs. Get the Phantom out.
You just put everything on them. On bottom lane, the dive comes in again. This time, TP reactions will be coming into play, so TH2000 won't fall that easily. He gets the Sprout down onto Miro. Get the root to follow, pulling him in underneath the tower. 1J jumps forward. They block off the escape from Miro.
Not enough.
They'll get him. 1J, good moves here. Made that play around mid to keep Lauren off safe against GPK earlier. Now making the play down bottom to make sure TH2000 survives and Miro's the one to fall. Mid lane, Lauren.
Ooh, this was a nice try. He almost got it, and he's also going to be picking up amplified damage. Both of the mid laners are level 6. No bottle refills. Lorinov will just get a tango from his teammates.
GPK a little too tanky for the two of them to try and tackle now. Katsomi heading over, trying to see what 1J's been up to. 1J able to scare him off. There's moments though whilst 1J has left the top lane. Dahak, he's backed off, doesn't want to stay in the lane, running the risk of feeding against the potential Katomi and Pure duo.
And look at Pure's farm. 58 and 10 on his Monkey King, sitting on top of the network. Orb of Corrosion is available, and he wants to fight. He's going to be able to steal. Even GPK is here, so that's going to be a kill at least.
Oh, they go straight for Dahak. Dahak's in trouble. They'll get the Maleficent off, but he will die. Panto has turned up with 1J Lorinov, and now TH2000s, they want to try and fight back. 1J does end up falling as Katom is able to chase him out the fight. Pure trying to juke into the trees, but they'll get him, Chimera. Can Chimera get anything more? It's 3 versus 2. GPK going for the TP out, but the Vortex is up and ready. Lorinov able to cancel the attempted escape there from GPK. He's got the charge back up. Lorinov not with too much mana, so can't really close the gap here.
Katomi, get that XP bugs onto 3 heroes. Let's go.
Is he going to throw them
he's
out?
finding the angle.
There we go.
There it is. Look at his
That's
XP.
a lot of bugs. I mean, GPK will die.
He's munching on them.
But indeed, he might even get some kills out of this. TH2000, he's going to die. Katomi gets the kill. He's going to try and turn towards Pando. He's got time-lapse skill, but he can't get it off. Honestly, if he got that ult off, he might have even been able to clear up Panto as well. Meanwhile, back in the river, Dahak gets sniped. Pure, he's going to try and run, but the mine's upon him.
Die again.
He's going to try and stand his ground with the Wukong's command. Lorinov has got enough burst damage to fight through this. Not quite. The Eidolons do stay upon Pure, but the Boundless strikes back up. Will clear the Eidolons up and get out of there.
This was close, but you can see the power of this Weaver. There's a reason why position 4 players have been toying with it, going with the idea. 3-1 and 2 right now in Kataomi. Going into Orchid as his first item. They definitely could use another form of silence.
Yeah, we were just seeing the XP difference, right? He's about to, he's closing in on level 7, whereas the other support still very much lagging behind in this game.
He has more XP than Beastmaster at the moment.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Adds up for sure. Trying to get this Orchid online ASAP. The game he's had so far should be able to make pretty good work of that. A lot of pressure again from BetBoom around this top tower. They want to try and get this tier 1 taken. 1J's trying to hide in the trees. Pierre's going to find him. Plenty of backup. Not a chance here for the techies.
Basically a solo kill. Save, getting closer to his level 6, and this is going to open up the map. This observer that they placed when they were making a move for a 7-minute XP rune is going to most likely just give them the tower. I don't see anyone else contesting. The Hawk really not having a good time in this one. Opted to go for drums instead of lads, but the tower has been opened up. Naomi has been really pain in the ass in this game.
Yeah, no, he's been doing a huge amount of this Weaver pick.
Radiant's top tower.
He'll get back on with the pressure on this tier 1 top. No chance really for Chimera to try and set anything up yet. They need these level 6s before they can look for a fight. BetBoom, that slight advantage here early on. Pulling the runes as well. See if the power rune ends up top or bottom. It's going to be the bottom one here. So nice one for Lorinov. That arcane rune
Top
could
tower,
enable him.
2 HP, 1J. Let's see if they get to deny. And he also de-warded.
I mean, Lorinov's TPing in. He's ready to make a play. Straight away catches off Pure. Pure's just dead. And now to the side. Kataomi should be fine. The Shikuchi Invis. They'll get the kill, they get the deny.
They get XP, so 1J is level 6 right now, gets the XP from that Observer Ward, kills the tower, they get some extra gold. By kill, I mean they deny, and they also get a kill onto Pure. He just had his second death going into Battle Fury as his main item.
I'm very proud of you.
This is the power of Carry Monkey King. You can basically build into anything and it's gonna feel good. Whether you're building into Maelstrom, Mage Slayer, Orchid, you pick up early Shard, whatever you buy, it does feel good on the hero. Also, we didn't point out that the Simeon Stride has been changed, so this is the facet that increases your max level of 3 dance to level 5, and then you can keep jumping on the trees where you have 0 cooldown.
BetBoom. Calming things down. Blade Mail's going to be the pretty close for GPK. He's got the money for the sword, just needs that recipe. The Hack finally will find this level 6 around the mid lane that he has been given to try and get him back in the game with the XP. All in all, still just the fact that Pure and the rest of the cores just that little bit of a step ahead. Dahak still needing quite the recovery to get back up there with the rest of the cores in this game.
I think the reason why he's also optimizing to go for Battle Fury are like 2 things. First, he wants more scaling, because in the previous game, they were going to get outscaled no matter what. And again, he's playing against Nature's Prophet.
He is.
In the previous game, he didn't have Quelling Blade. Now he's going to have upgraded Quelling Blade at all times in his inventory.
12-minute power room. Lorinof's going to listen to try and start the fight. Does get clipped by the silence.
Good silence.
TP coming in from tier 2000. They were able to catch GPK. They'll shot the black hole. They want GPK dead, and they'll get him. They might even be able to get save as well as his ult comes to an end. Lorinov looking at diving the tier 2, and he'll
he has
go
the
for
region up and running, so he's good to go. 1J picking up double kill.
Yep, and they can take the tower as well.
Pretty impressive on this techies. This is the blast off facet, so that's going to be dealing extra bit of a damage. And every single time, Chimera, they are bringing in the numbers. They are bringing in 5 heroes. The Hawk, this time around, going to be slightly earlier Midas compared to the 2 previous games.
Okay. Yeah, I think could get away with it as well. We'll see again this move. Very ready to fight here for the 12-minute power rune. And BetBoom, they just didn't have the numbers to match this. They were incredibly split up across the map, the rest of them. So just a very easy couple of kills for Chimera to push for.
They got the kill, but this was like the perfect play from Save as well, because he silences Storm Spirit and he also fears back techies. So he couldn't get the jump off immediately. Still not good enough, but you can see that he even finds the angle in between 2 heroes to push off techies so that he can get the blast off. Nero, farming in the bottom part of the map, about to finish off his Aghanim Scepter.
Lorinov. He's ready to continue to make these sort of plays. Him and 1J can kill most heroes on the map right now. See if they're able to get the catch on towards Mira. As you say, he's been having a lot of space down here on the Beast. But already seems to be making his way back to the safety of his side of the map. So unlikely that Chimera will catch Arco with the scan. Okay, they'll definitely continue to sweep this side of the map. Mira could be in trouble here. They'll see him, and there's the opening. Straight in, able to take him down. That perfect time as well as the 14-minute Shrine of Wisdom's there. So they get the kill, they get the XP.
They've been really on point with making these moves, getting the pickoffs as well. And it was Lorinov also picking up the Wisdom on his side of the map. Tormentor is going to be ready in 40 seconds. Black Hole will sync up with the same timing, so they have Song available as well if they want to try to contest or even kill the Tormentor themselves. So we could potentially see the fight for Tormentor this time around. We've seen
I think so.
Day 1 when the patch dropped, everybody was fighting for it. Then some teams realized it's really not worth to lose the fight because it gives you almost 3,000 gold once you kill it. teams were like, okay, we don't want to give them extra, maybe 2,000-3,000 gold, so we're just going to dodge and try to farm up on a different side of the map. Let's see how BetBoom approaches this one. 5 seconds. It's also very difficult to fight into techies because he is very good at controlling certain areas, and we already discussed that there isn't that much big area near the Twin Gate and near the Tormentor, so it seems like they're going to give up on it. Respecting Black Hole and also respecting Nagastar instead up for it.
Well, there we go. Sharp for 1J. Boom. I mean, for Pure, after this battle, Fury, what do you feel he has to go for? Does he have to like get like an early BKB this game, or does he still want to just keep AFK farming until it's truly necessary?
I think BKB just seems like a safer choice.
Yeah.
We'll definitely also be looking into maybe picking up an earlier shard to make him more maneuverable, trying to set things up, because this way it allows you to boundless strike into the middle of a fight, then drop the Wukong's command. The reason why he doesn't have more than 1 point in Jingu as well, he was laying into Enigma, he was laying into 2 range heroes, knowing that he needs to recover, and also that's dispellable when you're playing against techies.
Chimera. And they're looking for action. It still remains BetBoom to be the ones that are pretty scared. And Pure's looking at the opportunities here that are presented to him, but already Loronoff gets the jump on a save. Save's gone. No fight for BetBoom to be had. Pure's got to get out.
Their vision game is going to be really good. They have mind, so they see where the heroes are moving. Greater Treant, some Eidolons, Naga Siren Illusions. They will never have problems pushing out the waves. Nature's Prophet ulti as well. Storm Spirit kills it immediately. GPK, he's trying to make a move.
He's going to
lost the vision for a second.
They'll get the grab, and they do have the Wukong's command coming in. That'll do it. They get TA2000. 1J, he nearly dies the Wukong there. So luckily for him, Pure's already on the way out. Loronoff, he's still going to be able to find Pure. With the chase down, GPK's going to jump forward to try and hold them back and keep Pure safe. But they can't save him. Pure falls. Save turns up. We'll get the silence in on towards Lorna, but they've got the song here from Panto to set up for Dahak to move in. I mean, BetBoom, I don't know if they can get GPK out of it. The mines are upon him. He's caught by the Malefice. He's dead as well. Double kill for Loronoff. They just can't fight this BetBoom when the numbers turn up for Chimera.
Every single fight, they're bringing in extra numbers. BetBoom, we haven't really seen Roar being used. Miro, he has that Aghanim Scepter for a long time, has a Blink Dagger available, and they want the big one. This is the one with the streak.
Do they have the damage? They've got the Fear follow-up into the silence. Perfectly done there by Save.
It doesn't get better than this. This is why these Muerta players, and look at the XP as well, from Kataomi. He's level 10, about to crack level 11 if they grab this kill.
He's on the high ground, and he does have a black hole. See if he finds the opportunity to use it here. He's going to go for it now. Catches the two of them. The Eidolon down. Speedy and Chimera blast off to follow up. They make it look easy. As the only way they could have maybe stopped that was with a calling, but Save, it was still on cooldown after that initial play up top to kill Loronoff, so no way to stop the black hole. An easy one there for Dahak.
Overextending BetBoom. Some of their mid-game decisions haven't really been really crisp. We saw them trying to go for that Roshan.
Because did they need to chase the Naga Siren support here? It feels like it's a risky move, right?
It is, but they're like, yeah, we could definitely take it. We have Beastmaster, we have Weaver as well, but look what's on the high ground. And 1J, you should not underestimate this damage from techies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kataomi with another facepalm.
Ooh, a lot of facepalms today.
This one lasted longer than the first one.
Yep. That was like a double facepalm.
Yeah. Could make a compilation out of it.
3K lead now for Chimera. Tier 2000, Loronoff in the hot spots. They will get the roar onto Panto. It's a kill. It's a dead Naga Siren.
Yeah, it was hard to see who was underneath all these summons, and Beastmaster was moving on top of the hero. So
they got him.
They got him this time around.
What's the plan for Dahak? He's on top of this Midas, about half the way towards the BKB. Roshan. Do BetBoom want to go for this?
They're doing it right now. They have minus armor. They have extra Damaggio as well. Not the fastest Roche by any means. Some of that minus armor will definitely help them out, but it seems that after killing Naga Siren with no black hole, they're gonna be safe. Orchid is available on Kataomi, so Storm Spirit, he has BKB available for himself, but after BKB is done, needs to be careful about it because there is no that big save unless they have Nagastarn with the sleep. And they also give it to Miero, something that we've seen in the previous patch. Usually Beastmaster is the one who was taking Roshan between 11 and 13 minutes, depending on the timing, on your Aghanim Scepter, because he deals way much more damage compared to Monkey King, who still doesn't have BKB. It's being flown out on the courier right now.
See if that gives Pierre the chance to get a little bit more involved. We'll still have to be concerned about the threat. The black hole is up in 30 seconds or so for Dahak.
Who do you think that said that line? The threat of the black hole.
Yeah, but it's not really a line, is it? What do you mean?
But people, like, I think during DotaCast and in general, people said that so many times. Somebody had to say it first, right? The threat of the black hole is greater than blah, blah, blah.
I feel like it was a panelist, honestly. Like, analyzing the game or talking about why the Enigma would be picked.
We have to go back in time.
We do. I feel definitely some sort of draft where there would have been, like, it's the discussion of the fact that, like, maybe it's like a lot of the enemy has a lot of ways to deal with the Eidolons, but it's like, well, it's not about the Eidolons, it's about the black hole and the threat of the black hole.
Could have been Suns fan, maybe.
Suns
fan with the help of AI. This was the
We didn't have AI back then. What do you mean? Like a new thing.
Maybe Suns fan had access to some early AI.
I see, and that's what Suns fan warned us. That's what he warned us about, because he already knew about it. He had it himself 10 years ago.
Maybe the man has a time machine as well.
I could do.
Back to the game, though. 3K gold lead for Chimera. They did slow down a little bit. Lorinov going for the same item build as he did in game number 2. S and Y now, sorry, K and S completed after BKB, going into Witchblade. They have to get something out of this Beastmaster Aegis.
They're already in the mid. They've been able to force out the BKB from GPK. GPK is going to turn towards Lorinov. The fear follow-up doesn't matter. Lorinov still has a point. Oh, look what he's found. A regen room for the Storm. That might just give them what it takes to maybe keep this fight going, Chimera, if they want to get back in there. Mirrors in with a jump. Had the roar in.
That region's still up and running.
And he's kind of fine at Lorinov. He's perfectly fine. They're just able to turn towards Miro. Miro's going to lose the Aegis. It's gone. Chance forward from GPK, but it's into the mines. He has to get away. Lorinov's going to keep it controlled with the Vortex.
I love the regeneration change. It still has it.
It appeared at such a perfect time for him. It allowed him to fight, to survive the jump from Miro, and only now will it finally come to an end. I mean, the perfect rune for Lorinov to find there, which leaves kind of no opportunity for BetBoom to get themselves a big core kill. It's just Panto that dies.
Yeah, they're pretty happy. I think they're celebrating regeneration rune. I think what also made the difference in that fight when they jumped him with Muerta and Primal Beast is that he has mystical enchantment. Having that extra bit of magic resistance, that 10% could definitely make the difference there.
Yeah, 100%. He would have been dead otherwise. He got very, very low to GPK being on top of them. A close one. BetBoom nearly getting a big kill. Not quite. Slips away from them. As the farm continues, TA2000 still holding that top spot. You pretty much have the BKB ready for the next fight. So they've got to be very cautious about who they make the jump upon, BetBoom.
Interesting build from the Hawk. He was thinking about picking up a BKB.
He was, yeah.
He did go for Crimson Guard. Not an item that we see. This item hasn't really been touched in the previous patch, but there's a lot of right-click damage. Pur's getting jumped.
They'll see him, but they don't want to fully commit for him. Knows he's got the BKB ready to press and has a lot of backup. Now 1J. Setting up the area.
Dire's top tower is
not going to make it easy for BetBoom to find anything more down here.
Do you think we'll see mines in the river to try to go for that Roche? Yeah, set it up.
Because, well, yeah, level 2 mines are enough, right? Do you remember how many you need?
No. I watched the clip, but I haven't really counted the mines.
The maths, yeah.
Maybe someone from production can watch the clip, count the mines, and come back to us. That'd be great. Would make my work easier. Jenkins sitting in the green room.
Oh yeah, Jenkins is on.
Watch that video,
Yep.
count the mines, and message me. I know which number he's going to message me anyway, so maybe he's not the best choice.
That's true. Time's coming up to set up for the second round of the Tormentor. BetBoom, not really in the area to do anything about this one. Looks like they're just sort of set on trying for the tier 2 tower, so there's all the space in the world for Chimera to wait for the respawn, take this for themselves.
Take another Tormentor.
Yeah, should be theirs. I mean, very hard, even if BetBoom were around, right? Scary going into a Naga Siren Enigma lineup.
We still haven't seen that combo
We haven't
being
yet.
used. But
Radiant's top tower
sometimes,
has
you know why? Because sometimes the threat of the black hole.
Indeed, the threat of the black hole.
Who got it in the end?
Radiant's
It was the
middle
Hawk who
tower
got
is
the
under
shard.
attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they're out on the smoke here. Chimera.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Who are they going to catch? BetBoom, are they prepared for this sort of move?
Dire are scanning.
They've hit the scan. And there's somebody's up, but already Longnoff's made the jump. Gets in, he's actually able to steal the illusion rune away from GPK. GPK's got to charge out of this. Still though, the chase continues from Chimera. 1J, he's able to close the gap on a save. Save will get the ultimate off, but dies through it.
It's way too much damage.
I'm very proud of you.
They have Witchblade coming out. Techi's damage is insane. And also Lorinov, what does he have? He has that Searing Signet, which kind of ignites you and stopping GPK from using Tumbler's Toy, which is pretty big. Some of that overtime damage can be very annoying for Blink Dagger in general. Works the same way against Tumbler's Toy, so...
Yep. Scope with the full Aghanims is now done. Getting into these fights, it's just not easy. The Chimera definitely have ways to just focus the Monkey King, kill him even if it does get the ultimate down. It's not easy. It just sort of, even with the farm that Miro's had on the Beastmaster, it just continues to be a pretty quiet game from him. Hasn't really been able to set up too much. 1, 4, and 3, it's not been easy.
And they will have 3 BKBs just about now. They do not want to get slapped by Song. They want to have pretty free entry to the fight. DA2000, I think Panel talked about it, that this is being a pretty bad matchup. Nature's Prophet into Primal Beast. Jump.
Yeah, Lauren
On
off
stage,
again.
one more time.
Just messing with Save, forcing him to put the Pierce to Veil every single time. Good balance down on the two of them. He's going to try and commit for the fight here. They get the grab on towards Panto and 1J. They kill the 2 supports. BetBoom, can they turn this into anything more? They're going to try and chase for Lorinov, but he's still got enough mana to get away. Good cut of the trees there from Dahak to stop the chase from Pure.
Getting both of the kills on supports. And another death for Save. Still managed to survive long enough. Miro, he's looking. Glimmer Cape, Obs placed down. Looking for that Primal Roar with the Blink Dagger. This should be the free tower for them. Roshan,
Radiant structures are fortified.
guaranteed to respawn in
Radiant's
2.5
middle
minutes.
tower is under attack.
This time around, they have really good scaling. Lorinov is in.
He's in with the jump straight away, catches Pure. Pure has to put the BKB, jumps out with the boundless strike, but Lorinov's able to chase. There's Pure gone. Miro's gone in with the roar on towards Dahak, but he doesn't quite have the damage to kill off the Enigma. Dahak's on the tree, finally Katoma is able to chase down with the Shikuchi to kill him. GPK is having trouble outside the base. We're getting on top of tier 2000.
Lorinov, he's also dying to Blade Mill.
He's not having any trouble at all. GPK will get the kills, and he's actually going to get saved as well by the Glimmer Cape there from Miro as he can get out
Let's
of
see
this.
if he can find it.
Oh, he's out with the TP. Lorinov, he brought back to attempt to clean up the kill, but doesn't get him.
What a play from Miero. I believe he blinked in and used Glimmer Cape. That's why this is such a valuable item. And now Lorinov buying back and not getting anything other than
Didn't get
Kataomi
him.
kill out of it, which is definitely not worth it.
No, he wanted GPK, and GPK, he looked to be guaranteed dead, but he survives and gets out.
That Blade Mail. Blade Mail plus Gale Guard, TA2000. Yeah, we should definitely make a compilation of some of these faces.
We're getting some good reactions
Just from,
today.
yeah, just from this series. But Gale Guard, yeah.
Yep.
Incoming damage, slow resistance as well. Basically having another barrier that... this item is a bit OP right now. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, and Dahak's been caught. Chimera and Save find another BetBoom.
They also stole the gem, Owen. Save has gemmed that 1J bot. I don't think they had it for more than a minute.
A rough minute or so there from Chimera. BetBoom, after the game slowed down, finally are able to sort of kick themselves back into gear, get this opportunity. Take another tier 2 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
See if they want to try for more. As you say, around this potential Roche respawn time, might be a bit risky. Roshan, we could see quite the fight kick off. There's going to be no Song of the Siren for 30 seconds, but Black Hole will be there when Dahak's back up.
Still yet to see that big black hole that's being set up by Naga Siren.
Panto, look at the catch. Thornos trying to come in with the follow-up, but catch him is quick with the silence. Thornos jumps forward, still able to get the vortex off as he has to commit the BKB to remove the silence, get the kill. Meanwhile, over at the side of the map, Tier 2000, he gets found. Trying to just find
it is difficult. Even with the itemization that you're buying, he does have Hurricane Pike, which is good against Primal Beast. You have BKB, but if he gets on top of you, if he catches you with Pulverize and has some kind of a backup, they're also building it to double Shiva's Guard. Maybe they should reconsider that. In terms of healing reduction, there isn't that much, but it's going to be great for providing vision. This is something that Primal Beast loves to buy, and so does Beastmaster, and we can see Miero. He is going into the Roche pit. He wants to start Roshan this time around. No Nature's Prophet for 35, which means that BetBoom will get another Roche for free.
Certainly looks to be the case. See how much they can push on with the Aegis and the Roche banner. For now, Panto trying to do his best to keep the top and middle lanes constantly cut with the illusions.
And the second one is given to Monkey King. First one to the Beastmaster, but Pure, they did show that they can kill him multiple times. He's been mostly used as a bait rather than being the damage dealer in the last couple of fights.
This is pretty annoying what Panto's doing. You know, just constantly sitting in this spot, making sure that there's going to be no top wave or mid wave to push with for BetBoom. And he's getting a lot of money from these waves as well, of course. He's got 3k gold. Is there anything big that this support Naga Siren could look towards buying?
Maybe he needs to start scaling. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe something like a Hex or a Silence. Hex could be the big one, because he's sitting on 3,000 gold already. Bloodturn's fine. Bloodturn also got nerfed, but I'm looking at the neutral items. If you can bring up the neutral items on screen right now, what they're having right now, that'd be great, because are we seeing a pattern here, Owen?
A Gale Guard seems to be kind of hot.
How many? 6 of them. Maybe some of them were not given the choice. Cool idea, but the numbers are a bit too high. Also, don't know why it has like 50% slow resistance. If you remove the slow resistance part, the item would still be very strong.
Yeah. I'd say it's a hot one right now. BetBoom. Ooh, they're going to come through the twin gates here. 1J is set up. The save is going to take a lot of damage on the way in. We'll miss the blast off their 1J, so 1J gets caught for this. We'll at least give the rest of the team the information to get away from that side of the map for now. GPK will indeed appreciate the attempt there from 1J to 100-0 save.
And he's also changing his mind, seeing that there is going to be Shiva's Guard, so he's going to be the one picking up AC, not the usual Primal Beast item by any means, but he already did commit with the Plate Mail.
Yeah. Ooh, might find something here, Panto. Should be fine, hard to chase this. I mean, actually thinking about turning maybe, or baiting some action. They do have the ultimates. Pure's in with the jump. And he's able to jump out there with the Boundless. See what they go for next.
Still holding the Aegis for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
not the easiest thing to siege the high ground. You're playing against techies as well. I'm looking at the number of mines that they have in base. It's only a couple of them. That seems like 1J wants to prep just in case that they decide to go for it. Orozma next on the menu for Lorinov, but he also needs to be careful. Almost got it. Needed one more jump.
I mean, with this sort of time passing, BetBoom probably not going to get the chance to try and push high ground with that minute left. Wisdom will be secured by Lorinov. Very close to level 25 on the Storm. And Pure, and he's got his options open as well now. Saving up quite a bit of money, nearly has 4k gold in the bank.
Yeah, let's see if he decides to pick up Basher, because usually Monkeys would get S and Y in the previous patch. It's still a strong item, don't get me wrong, but the build-up for Basher or Abyssal Blade is very good right now because it's built from Sanj. And you don't have that many tanky items. You have Nullifier, which gives you no stats. You have Battle Fury as well. And you still have one slot open. Sure, you can eat the Aghanim Scepter, so there's ways around it. But well, he got him inside the base.
Yeah, he's able to cut the tree. Doesn't want to overcommit, of course, though, with the 40 seconds still on the Aegis, so they'll hold back from throwing anything else down onto Pure for now. See how much BetBoom can get done here with the push. 30 seconds on the Aegis.
Banner is down. Forcing the glyph.
It turns towards Panto.
Panto needs to be careful.
Yeah, they'll get him out. But that's it. The Mirror jumps in. He gets the roar off as well. The fear's down to Panto. Panto able to pop the illusions, but Panto's gone. Mirror commits in with the roar to get that set up for the kill. They use the black
only
hole.
on one.
Onto Mirror. Blast off from 1J. It's a solid one to follow things up. They're looking for Pure. They'll get him the once. And Mirror's dead. They'll look to set up here for round 2. Is there any way to get Pure out of there? There'll be the fear dead shot to push back a couple of them. But again, Pure's caught. They kill him off. GPK will manage to BKB TP out. But that's a hefty defense there from Chimera. They have to use the 2 support buybacks. But they defend against the Aegis, and they don't lose any barracks. Only the tier 3 drops.
Let's see the fight recap. So definitely in favor of Chimera in terms of XP, because they got some of the big kills. But they also used 2 buybacks. I don't know if they want to commit that heavily. Aegis was about to run out, so they wanted to make something out of it. But now you have enemy team pushing the mid lane. Lorinov, as you said, is level 25 right now. And he also has Lincolns available, so doesn't need to be as careful playing against the Beastmaster. Because Beastmaster doesn't have ways of rocking that Lincolns. They don't actually have many ways of proccing Lincolns anyway.
Yeah, not at all, really. It's just kind of the big ultimates and then the dead shot. But as we've seen, Save doesn't really want to be popping Lincolns with the dead shot. Wants to be getting the good angles of the trees so he can hit them with the Aghanims angle.
Save is prepping. Save is prepping for level 25 Nature's Prophet. This is something that we said in the previous game.
Smart. You got to do this.
Get that Dagon.
Yep.
It's the only way to insta-kill it. It has almost 2.5k HP.
Tormentor time for Chimera. And this will be... who's missing a shard? Still missing the shard of the Naga Siren, so... Can't press wards. Okay, Lacoste, figure it out. What's the problem?
First time.
I can't press
Can't
ward.
press the wards. I guess it means like you can't toggle the wards.
Yeah, most likely. Maybe change a different slot, put them in the backpack, put them back in, drop them.
Let's have a look. Maybe the key on his keyboard's broken. I say that's got to be the go-to, right? Put it in a different slot.
Put it in a different slot.
Yep.
Turn off your Dota. Turn on. I never heard about this one before.
When you can't press the wards.
Well, you can maybe place Observer somewhere, and then it unlocks your sentries.
Yeah, but
you don't
have to do that, right? Yeah. He doesn't want to just do that because, yeah.
You were doing very well.
Wants to get that
I'm
sentry
very
out
proud
first.
of you.
What's up, Diff?
Let's have a look.
What are you
See
doing?
if this fixes it. Won't know until we unpause, of course. Okay, he did know before we unpaused, somehow, that it was going to work. Let's have a look at his inventory, and there we go. Easy toggle back to sentries. All things good.
And because he reconnected, this is the way how you increase your chances of getting the shard from Tormentor.
And there we go.
And now 1J has
First time.
some issue. Let's see if he has any Observer wards.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't, yeah.
No. Well, very close level 18 on the techies, 1J. And yeah, considering his options on the Monkey King, Scardy and Refresher queued up next for Pure. BKB gold is there for Dahak. I imagine he's going to want to get that sent out ASAP. I mean, or is this the point of the game where you're saving for buyback on your cores if you're Chimera? You know what I mean? Do you spend up or not?
He's sitting at 4.5.
Yeah.
His buyback is 1.6. So I think he needs to have it for the fight because they also use buybacks on the support. So if they jump the supports, you want to have something. Problem is, your ulti can be disrupted by so many things. Either pulverize, because pulverize gets pretty big. If you don't have a BKB, each pulverized slam increases Primal Beast AoE. That's ferocity facet on him. And of course, you're going to be playing into Beastmaster, so that's going to be difficult as well to execute. No Basher on Monkey King. Remember back in the days when it worked on Wukong?
It was pretty cool.
Boboka was the best position for player back then.
I just got the Basher laid down the Wukong, so they're in the middle and you just get perma-bashed.
I miss some of that. Like, this is why Dota is such a beautiful game, because you'll see something like this, which is definitely not intended to work that way, but people find it, and it takes a little bit time to get fixed. Like, we don't want to fix stuff like that immediately. We want it to be in the game so people can enjoy it, and then we nerf it.
Yeah, I'm sure as well in this patch, there's probably more things that people haven't found yet.
I can't wait to figure out all the things.
Crazy
it's going to take us a while, considering with all the changes.
Yeah. Well, potential Roshan in a minute. Probably going to be what BetBoom wait for next. So even with the Aegis, the push was not easy. Chimera, they'll definitely be set to turn up and fight the next map objective, though. No doubt about that whatsoever. They're very ready to go. Obviously, the important timing is going to be that level 25 again on TA2000, because that's when the wrap begins. And they're going to have to hope that someone's got a Dagon, as you say, safe. He's been working on his. Should be on track to get it
by the time he gets level 25. Yeah, he's sitting at 1,000 gold right now. Not if he buys back and maybe dies again. Sure. That's going to remove all of his gold, and right now he's not getting too much farm priority, even though he is farming in the triangle.
Yeah, BetBoom.
Let's see the Roche respawn timer.
Ooh, it's going to be a long
3 minutes.
All right. So we'll see if either of the sides end up in any action before that. Chimera tentatively trying to push on for the tier 2. We'll see the smoke come out now from BetBoom. They're going to be looking towards this. Chimera, they do have the whole squad at the ready, and they've got the high ground. BetBoom, how do they start this fight? Yep. Smoke up now as well from Chimera. Pure's in. He's going to have to put the BKB. It's a little awkward, though. Turns with the balance over towards the side. They don't get the opening they'd hoped for. GPK's trying to close on towards Dahak. Puts the BKB here, GPK. Goes for the grab on Dahak. Lorinov jumps the back line. He's bullying Pure. Lorinov, he's just killing off Pure. Pure's in trouble. He doesn't get any sort of help as Lorinov's just able to take him out. Tier 2000 comes in with a Sprout on a save. Kataomi has to time-lapse a way out of this. I mean, GPK and Miro, they'll get some kills in the backline. Miro able to BKB TP out. But there's no chance for GPK to pull off the same as the song buys time for Lorinov and TA2000 to close in on the Primal, kill GPK off as well.
He got pushed away. That's Hurricane Pike, so Onslaught is not cast.
And
but Lorinov,
he just destroyed
doing the heavy lifting.
It was an awkward start to the fight from Pure. He has to kind of jump out during the BKB in the boundless, and yet Lorinov, he just goes straight for him, knowing very much that during that BKB of his own, there's not a lot they can do, or they didn't, you know, grip was already used from GPK elsewhere. They just couldn't stop the Storm from killing the Monkey King.
He has way too much damage, because enchantment that he did pick up is Titanic. 15 base attack damage, some status resistance as well, and with Parasma, he's gonna keep reapplying that. That's a 7-second cooldown. It lasts for 4 seconds, so basically you have 3 seconds downtime, then you hit him again. It's very difficult for him to play the game, and Monkey King, we haven't really seen much from him. Like, we expected, you know, some like Primal Roar, lock onto the target with the Wukongs, but so far Chimera, they've been doing a very good job isolating Pure so that he can get the damage in and also forcing him to play like very defensively away from the team. He uses the Boundless Strike, but Lorinov, he's had their number throughout the whole game.
Yeah, he has. Both of these really is the Storm. Just needed sort of that game 1 warm-up. Because as game 2 and game 3 goes, fantastic showing from him. And into the pit they go. BetBoom still without GPK for 5 seconds. They're not going to get a chance to get anywhere close to this. This Roshan's going to be all Chimeras. So he's going to take the refresher. Lorinov, does he want to play with that? Does he want to give it to Dahak? He probably would just, I could keep it for himself, right? A couple of BKBs. Or do you think he's going to be passing it over? Or do you keep it for the double BKB?
He can just buy Aghanim Scepter upgrade for him. It's also going to be set up for the Black Hole and yeah, just more AoE, and then he can keep the refresher. Because right now Enigma, this is Enigma with no Blink Dagger. No. He's more about the auras, basically built every single aura in the game other than Vlad's. So he has drums, Crimson, Pipe. Just being a tanky boy in front.
Dire are scanning.
He's thinking. He's deciding what he wants to buy on Storm. He's going with Aghanim Scepter, was thinking about picking up the Hex so that he can have that solo kill threat as well. Also, extra bit of mana regen.
Oh, look at this. They know that someone's going to be trying to go for the Shrine of Wisdom steal. It was Pure. Pure doesn't stick around longer than he needs to. He's already backing off. It's a little bit risky there if he was to get caught. And he's out. Back to base for Pure. Not easy for BetBoom to get out on the map right now. The game in a pretty scary position for them. Of how Chimera's been able to build this lead, take those last few objectives. And still, of course, have 3 minutes to play with Lorinov having the Aegis. BetBoom's got to be extremely cautious. One bad move in this series, it's over for them.
It definitely feels like it. They need some big items. They need those refreshers to come in. Even GPK wants to build Dagon. Some spell lifesteal is really nice. Like this item was also popular in the previous patch when people were playing Bloodseeker with Aghanim Scepter, so all that lifesteal felt really nice with Dagon, but they need something against those greater Treants. I'm gonna find them on the map right now. 4.6k HP and 234 damage.
Quite the nightmare to deal with. Unless you've got a Dagon.
Let's see how long it takes for Pure to kill this guy. It's actually not killable.
Yeah, he's just gonna give up. He's like, well, screw that.
Takes way too much time. Yeah, silence him. Plus 40 gold. Good.
That's a lot of work you have to put in for that 40 gold.
This reminds me back in the days when Templar Assassin traps gave 1 gold. Like, you needed to buy sentries. Can't remember the cost of sentries back in the days, but yeah, you had to see them, you kill them, and even if it was like 25, 50, whatever, you need to spend so much to be able to kill him to get the value back. There it is. One is online on Muerta.
Chimera. Under 2 minutes now to try with the Aegis to push the high ground. They can definitely go for it. Blink, BKB onto Hak. We may just see them come in with the big song setup. Hasn't needed to happen yet, but can happen now. See what they can force out of GPK. GPK kind of charges outside of the base. He's going to get pulled outside of the base as well. Pots the BKB. Lorinov as well with his own BKB ready to just move in. GPK's got to run. Lorinov, he's killing him off underneath the tier 4 tower. GPK's dead. Mirror will get the roar to Lorinov, but he's got the Aegis. He's perfectly fine with this Lorinov. He's going to be back for round 2.
Good setup with the song.
As and now Dahak is looking for the angle to follow up. It's enough lockdown to keep Pure control. They're just going to throw everything onto the Monkey King. Pure, he'll get the Boundless Strike off in time.
Out.
He's trying to run Lorinov. He's ready to chase him. Pure's gone. GPK buys back. They get the grab onto tier 2000, focusing the Nature's Prophet. They'll get the kill there. The second roar now down on towards Lorinov. They try and force Lorinov to the side. Lorinov, he's still alive. Turns, able to get another kill out of this. He's got to be careful with the silence. He gets caught in the midst of it all. Lorinov will fall. The buybacks, they're coming out 2 from both sides here. Tier 2000, he's in trouble again. They get on top of him. He bought back for that.
Lorenov's also buying back.
All
he
right.
wants to commit.
I mean, the carry's dead.
That's a bit too late.
I don't know what the Storm buyback was for there.
Wanted to get it out of the system.
Yeah. He's like, if you guys are buying back, I will as well.
With a little bit of a delay. I mean,
Oh.
if they wanted to buy back immediately, they had an outpost, the TP2.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a bit too late. So now we have a situation where there are no buybacks available other than
Yep.
Enigma and Techies.
Oh.
And this opens up the game for BetBoom. Roshan, dead. May respawn in 3 minutes. They just got the Aegis pretty much.
Yeah, I think a bit of panic setting in for Chimera. They were very close to doing a hell of a lot of damage, but they're not even able to take any of the racks away. After that play, TH2000 coming in with the dieback.
Also, that black hole only caught one. Unfortunately, not big enough AoE. 69 seconds until Nature's Prophet is back. Not nice for the Chimera team, so they're gonna go in.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see how many bombs they have.
Ready with the push. What's the plan here from Chimera?
Radiant's middle tower.
Probably going to have to let at least one set of barracks go.
Radiant's middle barracks are
Oh, those bugs. Yeah, get that XP. Look at it go. 680. Still at 680. He has Aghanim Scepter on Weaver, which has been a really strong item back in the days when it had much lower cooldown. It was down to 20 seconds. I believe it also increased the cast range, but yeah, now it is 500 cast range, so you need to be relatively close. That's why he's building into Aether Lens.
Oh, look at this smoke here, BetBoom. Seeing if any unsuspecting individual steps out.
That damage, Owen, from Storm Spirit, that's insane.
Yeah.
And he's very close to Refresher off his own. So
Okay.
we'll have double BKB, double Hex, and double pull.
Yeah, that's gonna
no
be-
Aghanim Scepter pull, though.
BetBoom. They don't even get the barracks. Chimera able to hold them back.
Just another bout.
Buyback status is the all-important one. I mean, it really is. The next fight, it's going to be game over. Whoever's dying, they're going to be out for good.
They can't wait it out. I don't know if both teams want to drag it out for another 5 more minutes.
I mean, this is...
Whoever makes the mistake might just lose the game,
Yeah.
as you said.
And I think Lorenov, honestly, with that, he kind of clutched it up. He bought back, was able to farm up this refresher for this play, which might be enough to rectify sort of the risky position that the game was put in because of TH1000 going for that dieback move in that last team fight. Lorenov can make this move now with the double BKB, double Hex. They'll get themselves the win.
Let's see if they can find something. Illusions are scouting things out. They know. Here's Courier is dead. He's also sitting on 3,000 gold. Let's see what he decides to pick up, whether he wants to have MKB or if he's gonna maybe just buy a Basher. His buyback is on cooldown for another 4 minutes. First Wukongs.
Dahak. Let's jump in. We'll be able to bounce out of the Wukongs for now.
That's a bit of a risky one.
Lorenov, ooh, he's going to put the BKB. He's going to try and get in there. Gets him with the Hex on towards Pure. They've got to try and get Pure
There's
out
the
of
time
there.
lapse.
Give him a bit of extra chance, but the BKB's wearing off now for Pure. Has to retreat.
It's a flying Roshan with the BKB. They managed to get out. Damage has been done. Melee barracks are gonna heal up a little bit. There is Regen Rune. They definitely need to pick this one up because it did happen in game number 2, game number 3. That regeneration that Lorenov picked up did change the whole battle. Roshan guaranteed to respawn in 2.5 minutes.
There we go. Stepping out once more, Chimera. BetBoom on the high ground. Smoke to be coming out. There's the jump forward for GPK. He's able to close the gap on the Panto. The fine Panto, no, the lowest storm down. Time Panto's able to get away. Now the zip forward for Lorenov. He's going to try and find his target. He finds Miro, but the Boundless strikes down on towards Lorenov. Lorenov's able to get the BKB off. They look towards Save. Save with the ultimate, trying to retreat. Nobody to fall quite yet.
He has Ogre Shield Totem. They have time lapse available, but he's gonna go back to low HP. So they're resetting one more time.
I mean, the big ones there. This was the second BKB is coming out from both Pure and
Yes,
Lorenov.
he
having to
used Refresher there.
Yeah, on both sides.
Oh, he has another Refresher recipe on Pure, which is not that costly. Just made a mistake, so gonna sell that one. It's going for MKB. We did say either MKB or try to get a Basher. Cooldowns on buybacks are slowly resetting.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Just a couple more minutes. With the way that the game's going, both teams should be able to farm up the gold required for that. So we may indeed just see sort of a bit of a lull in the action whilst those couple of minutes pass. Both teams choosing to play it safer. Of course, that will buy time for the Roshan to come up once again. It's going to be there in a minute. And that does mean, yeah, that Roche fight, if they do go for it, it is going to happen at a moment where the buybacks will not quite be there for either of the squads.
2 minutes are a long time.
Yep.
Scouting things out. Some illusions. They also put the bomb in the pit. The bomb has been planted.
BetBoom.
Pento. He also has A on disc, so won't be able to get bursted. There is also Nullifier on Monkey, so they need to chase him down with like 2 heroes. And look what he's been holding. Tumbler's toy.
Tumbler's toy?
Yeah.
And he's been enchanting it each and every time, right?
Yep. That item, ever since it has been added, first time, of course, has been picked up. It's just very satisfying to use this neutral item. And it can also get you over the cliffs, get you out of the trouble. I guess he didn't find anything better.
It happens, right? Sometimes you just get unlucky with the RNG. And Tumbler's Toy can be pretty nice. All right. Looks like we've got a dead phone, charging it up. Of course, yeah, some of the players, it's just more handy for them to use their phone as the webcam. Not in this situation. If you don't keep your phone charged, then it's not handy. But we can wait, I believe. Shouldn't take too long for his phone to boot up. But comes at tense time here. 52 minutes in. Oh, obviously, I don't know how long. It depends on the phone, right? How long it takes to charge.
Yeah, to boot up, because when it dies,
you have to
then
give
it takes
like
a little bit of time.
Yeah, you have to give it like a few minutes.
All right.
I'll be able to give it a bit of confirmation there. ETA. Yeah, I guess we don't know. It's probably like could be like 5 minutes. Sometimes takes a bit of time. 2 minutes, okay. He's got a fast phone. We're charging. Hopefully he's got one of those nice fast chargers.
Yeah, why do they even sell phones with that don't have fast chargers? Let's just.
Well, nowadays they do, right?
Yeah, they do.
Even like if you're getting like a cheaper phone, it should still charge pretty fast.
But then you can still buy these shitty ones that are like, why are you even selling them? It takes me like 3 times longer to charge my phone.
Yeah, well, indeed, for the integrity of the competition, we do need to have the cameras live. Make sure, the players have not done a quick sort of IRL swap with someone else sitting in the seat, playing the game. And put me in coach in real life.
Yeah, imagine if you had a twin brother.
Dude,
we had some brothers playing Dota.
Yeah.
Good luck, little bro, between Samael and Yawar. We had...
Did you see? Someone was showing me this. I think it was Jenkins. You see that there's I think it was a couple of Russian streamers that are actually identical twins. Have you seen the stream?
No.
They're identical twins, and they sit together.
Could pull
play.
They could pull it
switch
off.
out. You get one of these long games. You need a bit of a breather. Swap in the +1. There are identical twins out there that do play Dota 2. Absolutely.
Which other siblings we had? I believe we had Iceberg and his brother. They
both
played
play?
Dota.
Yeah. Well, 2 minutes is coming up soon. Hopefully his phone's booting up. And we're able to get the camera feed back online.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Okay, yeah, it's
There's so many pranks you can do if you have identical twin. The life would be so much fun.
Here we go.
Now we're ready to go.
We're ready. The camera's booted up. Phone's booted up. That's pretty quick as well. Charging from dead, so good phone, whatever he's got there.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, look at the Hawk. I'm talking about the real Hawk, Miero. He has 4 Hawks around him right now.
Whoa.
That's the new shard because it increases duration by 5 seconds and summons an additional Hawk.
Okay, I mean, that's a lot of dive bombing. But why does the cast range of the dive bomb say 99999? You seen that?
No, let me take
Dive bomb. 9999999.
Because it was some German guy who made it, and you can't cast it. Yeah,
Yeah. 99999. That's got to be the biggest. That's what it is, right? The green thing. It's the cast range, right?
Yeah.
It's the biggest one in the game. Oh, Roshan.
Now on the
Who
mission
wants to go through it?
to find the bigger number. Never mind, we're back to the game. 6k gold lead for Chimera. Buybacks are coming off cooldown, and Roshan is available. It is Radiant Roshan, so Refresher and Cheese.
Dire are scanning.
Who's going to touch it first?
Whoever gets those buybacks online.
Yeah, they're closing in. TA2000 and Lorinov a little short on the money for theirs. It's kind of what sticks out the most right now. They know where they are here. Triggering the mines.
Sure.
They're
Using
approaching.
1000 HP for the fight. PPK trying to find something. That was a very aggressive blink from the Hawk.
Chimera's going to be in with the jump. He gets the roar on straight away on towards Dahak. Dahak needs help. Is he going to get it? No, Dahak's gone. Buybacks immediately jump forward here, but Pure with the boundless strike on a 1J. The Wukong's come on down as well. They get the grab onto Lorinov. Lorinov's gone, has not got the money for buyback. The buybacks continue to come out for Chimera, but they will not have Lorinov. He's 700 gold short. TA2000, 400 gold short. BetBoom, they get the kills that matter.
That was such, like, I don't know what the Hawk was thinking there. That was such an aggressive move, seeing that they are running in. Those bombs have been dealing the damage. Like, they
Oh, Roshan.
Roshan, he's moving.
Get me out of here. And they're actually going to TP back to the base to deal with the sort of pressure that's coming in from the creeps.
Yeah, but they popped the Refresher. One on Beastmaster, one on Monkey King as well. GPK, let's see the damage.
I mean, surely they were
Dealt
going
by him.
We'll see again what happened here. With the Hawk. He just wants to sort of see what happens when he kind of pokes the beast. But yeah, Mira, he goes straight for him after GPK was poked. And at this point, you know, Pure, he gets to play his hand right. BKB's out, gets the position to lay down the Wukong's command. They can't deal with him.
Yeah,
Lorinov not having buyback gold.
AoE with level 25 talent. Don't provoke the beast. That's the name of the new facet, which he didn't take in this game, but there's a reason why they do it.
Oh, they're going to be careful. Panto's outside of the base.
Be careful. Does have a glimmer. And that's going to cool down.
Oh,
the Hawk again
careful.
with the same play.
He's just blinking in on the front. Okay. Roshan, we'll go to BetBoom. But the least for Chimera, because of that, the time is bought for them to have both of their cores back up. Very likely by the time the BetBoom push in, 2-2 down is going to be back in 15 seconds, and Lorinov back in 30.
Lorinov needs 300 gold, so if he doesn't die, if he gets one kill, we'll have buyback available.
They
so
should.
he's going to be fine. So this is Aghanim Scepter that has been given to
Pure. Popping the BKB and the Wukongs just really wants to get this mid set of barracks. The fortification's there. Lorinov's up in 10 seconds. He might not be able to force it. Let's have a look. Fortification's ending. 4 seconds till Lorinov. They get the route onto Pure.
And this has been proc.
It has. They have to jump forward. They're going to look to try and take down Pure. The ones with the axe time is there from Katom. He gets Pure out, keeps the Aegis safe. Pure will be able to walk away.
Some clutch saves when they were sieging high ground for the first time in the bottom lane. He also got a really nice time lapse off. Ether Lens is now available. Who got that Aghanim Scepter? I'm trying to figure it out.
Where did he go? It went
to...
did he just go to Pure and he got... Wait, you get the refund from the Roshan Axe, right, or not?
I'm not sure. I know you get it from Alchemist.
Yeah, because Katomi and Save already had theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe went Miro. Yeah, I think he went Miro, right? Because his has been swallowed.
I think he just ate it. I'm not sure. I think he just got it. Or maybe he ate it and now he sold his, because he's sitting on quite a lot of gold. So 5,000 gold on him. He wants to pick up some Yule Scepter, Wind Waker. That's going to be another save against the Black Hole. And we're getting closer to level 5 neutral item.
We are. We are indeed. It looks like it's going to go that way. And BetBoom, they've got time to wait for that, and then still a minute to push for the Aegis at the end of it all. Chimera, any big items coming up next for them?
I'm looking. Because Enigma, he bought back. The Hawk is not really scaling. There is no Octarine core. There is no refresher on him. Nature's Prophet, he's trying to build into Parasma, but also needs to save for buyback. Both of the supports kind of have the same items.
Yep.
Both of them have Glimmer Cape, Lotus Orb. There is a 4-staff Octarine. We haven't seen Crippling Crossbow on techies. It's very hard to notice it in the fights. It's such a cool concept and just very satisfying to use.
Yeah, numbers sound pretty good on it. 80% slow and 40% reduction on the healing. I'll BetBoom. They're going to look for another smoke play. Down bottom, the Tormentor is going to be Chimeras again. All shards of claim, so this will just be a nice cash bonus.
Level 25 on Primal Beast with the 67% Pulverize duration talent with his Ferocity talent, so each Pulverize increases. It's going to be massive. It's going to be like the AoE of Wukong's command.
Okay. Why is it 67? That seems very precise.
They just wanted 2/3.
Oh, I guess that's true. That's true. It's 66.666. Oh, because it's the number of the beast. That's exactly why they did it. You're absolutely right. It was 66.6. It just rounds up on the display. There we go. We figured it out. Oh, Panto! Look at the jump on
nullified.
him. He's gone. He has buyback.
The Hawk really loves to blink in and use Malefice as like the counter-attack.
Uh-oh.
Panto.
Got to pause
the game.
Right, what's the headset?
I think he's been having some headset issues during the group stage.
He's got to get himself a new headset.
New headset.
They're doing pretty well as a team, right?
Charge the phone. Yeah.
He can treat himself with how good the team's been doing here at DreamLeague.
New keyboard maybe as well. They had some problems with the words. Needed to swap the slot. And now they just got him. 110 seconds.
Yep.
We'll definitely use the buyback.
Radiant's bottom
60
barracks
minutes.
are under attack. Radiant
But at the same time, BetBoom, they've got 1 minute left on the Aegis. Pure wants to make something happen with it. He's in. Wukong's command drop down. Look at the finish of the Drax. Lorinoff, he's going to make the jump forward. Gets the grab on towards Pure. See the buyback come out now from Panto. Lorinoff starting to run out of steam.
Full HP.
Has to get out of the Wukong's command. So Pure will get the space to take the melee Rex down to Huck. Moves him with the Malefice.
He needs to get out.
He's away. Lorinoff, he's going to be able to chase him though and finish him off for once. That's the Aegis gone now. Lorinoff turns towards Save, but the Aeon just keeps Save protected. He can be popped by Panto. GPK's got the grab on TH2000. TH2000 needs help. It's coming in the form of the song.
GPK didn't pop his BKB, but they just used the song. No BKB available on Nature's Prophet. Lorinoff also refreshed his, so will not have it.
They've got the melee Rex BetBoom. They'll back off.
There's so many mines in base right now.
That is true.
1J has been planting the bomb for the last 15-ish minutes.
Oh boy. It was just the one buyback there from Panto being forced out. By the time the next push comes in, 1J and Dahak should have their buybacks at the ready. Time to get on the map. Get those mad stones.
Why is it that we had to like complicate neutral items, Owen? Couldn't we just get neutral items delivered?
I mean, with sure you have a different currency that you're using, but at least you don't have to mess around with like a token, right?
Yeah.
There's none of that. Oh no, somebody left a token on the floor. Who was it? Oh no. Now you just hit stuff. You get the currency. You're able to click it.
Let's
and what
see.
do we got? Lorinoff, I mean, you probably go... none of them are amazing. You'll go with the Minotaur Horn.
Spell amplification. Enchantment, so that's going to be extra 20 spell.
That's nice, yeah.
15 debuff duration.
Yep.
Minotaur Horn as well, let's see. He popped it, tested it out.
Okay.
It does work, it's on 40-second cooldown.
I mean, what's it going to be? It was 50% magic resistance, 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's basically 2-second BKB with 50% magic resistance.
I'm trying to clean up these neutrals, get some further mad stones for the rest of the team. Who's next? What are we getting from BetBoom? Anything coming out? What's he going to go for here? Well, probably the Fallen Sky right on Dahak. Would you say? For the Enigma?
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Fallen Sky. That's what you want.
And he also has Boundless, so he has attack range, but most importantly, he does have cast range. So that's going to be even better with the Fallen Sky.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice.
Doesn't show the cast range on it when you hover over it, unfortunately.
Boundless Stygian coming up for tier 2000, so he's going to hit hard. And we're seeing them come out for BetBoom team.
It's a lot of clicking to figure out all the neutral items and the enchantment.
Yeah, they're all cooking at the moment. They're ready to craft.
Beastmaster with the Fallen Sky.
Dude, you remember, they did fix it right, but Pirate Hat with Monkey King for a few days. He did get the option, but that has been patched, as I've been told. So he'll get himself the Minotaur Horn. Oh, we're getting the fun one here. I feel like we didn't get to see this much last patch. Oh, I guess it's a bit different now. Okay, no, it's the old one, right, coming back in, Magic Lamp. Because we didn't have that in last patch. It got re-added. Save's going to take that.
We did have it.
Did we?
We did. Yeah, it's just people didn't pick it up.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it just bad? Yeah, I feel like I didn't see people get it. And there we go. So pretty much, I've got a little Book of the Dead. Minotaur Horn seems pretty nice, but yeah, a lot of the books. A lot of books, which means a lot of things that BetBoom's going to have to deal with when they're pushing in against them. Sure, they got a Book of the Dead themselves, but it's 1 against 2. Panto and 1J will be farming up the map, keeping these waves pushed out, making it that little harder for BetBoom to try and close this one up. It's not going to be easy to go high ground again if you're BetBoom.
There's going to be so many BKBs. Basically, you can pop your BKB, pop your Minotaur Horn, so that's going to be extra 2 seconds, so 8-second duration, and then you can refresh, do it again.
Roshan. Should be BetBoom's Chimera. They're not interested in heading out of the base right now for a Roche fight. I mean, who needs the refresh at this point?
GPK is the one who doesn't have it.
Sure, yeah.
They could also maybe give it to Kataomi. He could pick it up, have a double time-lapse available.
Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah, there we go. Kataomi ready with the double axe time-lapses. Okay, never mind. GPK says give it here. He'll take it. He's like, no, no, no. I want that. Top lane, the rat's going to start happening with these Book of the Deads. GPK has to head back to deal with them.
How many do we have? We have 2 on Radiant side, and I believe we have...
just the 1 on BetBoom.
Yeah, Kataomi is the one who picked it up. What a fun time. Like, Necrobook, and people were complaining. This is the reason why we removed the Necrobook, because it was way too OP on Lycan, on Beastmasters. And now you have 3 of those, plus you have Greater Treant.
It's a lot to deal with. And Chimera. Very close by to Pure. Pure, he gets caught by the mouth. His Lorna's got to try and commit him with the jump. Try and take him towards the axe. Time-lapse that's there. Pure's back up to full HP. They'll be able to keep that Aegis safe on the Monkey King for now.
Right in time. This play that they try to do, Observer Ward, almost 400 gold. This dead shot, it's massive AoE. With Gleipnir, you have 2 dead shots, and also fears everything that it hits. Pure, he's ready to go in, sitting on 7,000 gold. He ate his Aghanims, he ate Moonshard, and there's gonna be a lot of bombs that they need to be careful about.
Arnoff, he's in and he's out, just trying to see what he can force out in terms of reaction. There was going to be the time-lapse again from Kataomi, but of course doesn't matter too much low cooldown. Bottom lane, the Treant's at it, and safe. They'll have to head back to deal with it.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
I don't know, how can they break the base here? They have the Aegis. It feels like it doesn't really matter too much at this moment. Chimera just have so many ways to stop the pushes.
They have so many saves as well. I think it's time to give this refresher to Kataomi, actually. You want to have a double, because cooldown is 40 seconds. Now it's 34 seconds, because he does have a cooldown reduction. He has the Feverish one, the Feverish enchantment. And they also have Wind Waker, double Wind Waker from the Beastmaster, so whoever gets caught. I think it's time for Pure to start sieging the high ground. Not the easiest task.
Sure.
But you want to pump in some damage, because you want those Mega Creeps out. They also managed to kill Barracks in the bottom lane. Look at 1J. Sneaky little fella. Going through the bottom lane. And so is Lorinov. thinking that they're gonna pick off something. Save will TP back in. Roshan's banner, they're ready to go.
Here we go, Pure's ready to push. Here comes command straight away. Wants to try and get this tier 3. He's taking a hell of a lot of damage though, and that's the fact the Aegis gone immediately. Laurenos jumps over the Hex on towards safe. BetBoom have to start backing off. Pure will put the BKB, has the refresher ready to press if he needs a secondary BKB charge. He'll run away with the primary one.
Damage has been done. 1100 HP on that tower. Wait for the next Roche. With the next stages, you could kill the tower, Owen.
I mean, that might be the case. They might just have to wait. They want to try and get this Rapier on Pure. I mean, what's he selling for the Rapier, do you think? What are you slotting out? What do you sell? Get rid of the Battle Fury, right? Or do you need the Battle Fury?
I don't think he needs Battle Fury anymore.
No, because kind of, Rapier and Boundless, that clears a wave. Easily.
You can put Refresher back in the backpack. I guess that's gonna be his items.
Yeah. Oh, Lauren Next on to GPK, but GPK's got backup. Chimera know it. They're not going to try and make the jump there. Mr. Huck doesn't want to spend any extra time trying to reclaim that outpost. It's far too scary right now. BetBoom have many ways to close the gaps. Save, continuously doing what he can to deal with the split push pressure that keeps being put on that bottom lane. He's doing a good job of it as well, making sure the Chimera don't get the chance to rat any of these further barracks for now, despite the summons in the Book of the Dead.
They're not gonna leave the base. Lorinov is in the bottom lane. As that Refresher, double BKB, double Minotaur Horn if necessary.
And everybody has buyback up now.
Dire are scanning.
They're going to find the catch on towards Cassami. It's a big catch as well. That's the threat at the Agniv's time. That's gone. Now they make the jump over towards Pure. They've caught it with the stun. The Black Hole gets dropped as well. That's Pure gone. The buyback comes out to Huck. The Black Hole continues to control both Mira and GPK, but they'll get the chance to live. Tanky enough to charge away. Panto's using the song now to reset, respecting the fact that BetBoom did use the 2 buybacks. They're trying to get back to the high ground, Chimera. They'll safely disengage. There's progress on the defense front from there. From Chimera, they get the 2 buyback reaction coming out from BetBoom. They don't lose anything themselves other than the cooldowns expended, Chimera.
And the Hawk, he's getting closer to his refresh. I think it might be time for him to, because he sold most of his items. He sold drums that he had, he sold that pipe, and he is actually buying the scaling items. He also hit level 25, so there's going to be some extra summons coming out from him. Not the most important thing, but getting closer to refreshers.
Yep.
Still wants to have his buyback available.
Yeah, solid Black Hole from him there. I mean, all it takes now is for Pure to fall once more in the next 7 minutes, and this game could very well be over. So now BetBoom, how to be so careful about how they play around with the Monkey King, and Katomi, for the most part, has been doing an excellent job with his positioning, but that time getting caught first, that really was the beginning of the downfall for Pure. You know, Katomi cannot afford to get caught. They need that Axe time lapse to come in clutch.
The cast range is really not that great. He needs to be very close to the fight. He has 4 staff available. A lot of the times you would see Weaver pick up Blink Dagger just so that you can blink in and use it immediately. Even with Ether Lens, it doesn't feel like it's that big.
There we go. BetBoom, they're taking the risk. They're trying to look to push for this play whilst Pure doesn't have buyback. BKB's popped pretty prematurely. No one to be found here. They're still going to try then. They make the jump. They get the catch onto Dahak. They've got him with the grab. He got the BKB off. I mean, Dahak is still alive. He only goes out to about half HP. The song's there from Panto. Mira pots the refresher, but Panto's pushing Mira, pulling Mira back closer towards GPK. They don't have the Black Hole back up yet, so they can't quite capitalize on towards it.
Oh, he's not on the high ground.
That's a lot of damage as well, flying his way as well. Has to slowly step out.
Trying to snipe him.
And in he goes, looks to finish off the job, gets GPK. GPK's gone. He has buyback available on GPK. We'll see if he uses it or if the rest of BetBoom are just able to run. They're trying to get out of here, but Dahak's in with the chase. Pure makes the move over towards Dahak. The refresher popped it. Boundless strike onto both 1J and Dahak. They're trying to scramble out the way across the map, but 1J's caught in the ult. He's gone. Immediate buyback from him. Black Hole is going to be back up in 15 seconds. Lorinov zipping across the fight, trying to scare BetBoom away. The Vortex, he catches the 3 of them. Lorinov, though, he's out of mana. GPK's got the grab onto Lorinov. Lorinov, he's gone. Buyback available on the storm. Straight away it comes in.
He has no buy.
He's got Black Hole in 3 seconds. BetBoom, they've got to get out of here. They've lost their carry. They can't afford to keep this fight alive. Hex on to save. He's going to go down as well. As Chimera, they'll be ready to push on. and punish the fact for the next 2 minutes.
They're not done. GPK, look at his HP. He just bought back.
Yeah, Laurenov
He's out of mana.
can't quite close in, so GPK will live, but they have to try and hold 4 versus 5 now. BetBoom.
They want to close it out, at least try to do so. There it is.
Here's the song.
Song setup.
He's got
Enigma.
the
The Hawk is coming.
The Hack's ready to drop it if he needs to. He might not even need to. The Sprout's there, the Hex as well. They're just able to take out Miro. No, maybe not. The Axe time lapse.
Double fear.
Miro's back up to full HP, but Katomi's gone. No buyback on him. They turn towards Miro. He's out. He has buyback. The Black Hole dropped on the GPK. They're running out of buybacks. They're running out of steam. As this game looks to be over, as Chimera with the full 5-man still alive can close it up. Save trying to dissuade the push, but it's only him and Miro left alive. The Hex upon him as TN2000 does get jumped by Miro. Okay, TN2000 dead, but he's still got buyback.
Got the Hawk.
Comes in with the buyback. The Hawk's getting focused by the Raw, but TN2000 back in for round 2. Save's gone. Only Miro left.
They
He
don't
gets
have enough.
taken out. It's over. GG's called. Chimera at 73 minutes take game 3, and with that, they keep the win streak going. Another series for Chimera.
What a freaking team. They're 4-0. A team that